Welcome to the big show.
He could go all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
What's going on, my guy?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, man. What is good? Man, I tell you, it's been too damn long, hasn't it?
It's been too damn long, man. We took a nice little hiatus, you know what I'm saying? Nice little break after the season. You know what I'm saying? It was well deserved, well deserved. But we back. We wanted to, it was about that time, time to spread a little Christmas cheer.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Drop some knowledge on everybody. And we don't miss a beat. Technical difficulties as usual on my end. My stupid computer keeps crashing on me, so I'm running off my laptop. I don't have my fancy headphones on tonight, but it has been a few months, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So I hope everybody's watching enjoys, and I appreciate the guests that are on early. You're getting brownie points for me and Chris for showing up before the show even started.
Yeah,
so we appreciate that. And checking out the chat, Mr. Waitowitz is in there. Don, we're going to have you on the show pretty soon, so appreciate you tuning in to the chat. And Miss Francis, hello, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year. And take my glasses off if I can see. Probably not. Better put them back on. But yeah, man, we're man. It's just it's been a while, so I got to get back.
It's been a while, man. I missed you, man. I missed you, guys.
I missed you too. I'm glad you're feeling better. And
oh yeah, man, definitely glad to be feeling better, man. Glad I had for those of you who don't know, your boy had to have heart surgery. I had to have emergency heart surgery at that. So I was laid up for about 2 months, two and a half months. And everything, as you can see, I'm living and breathing. You know what I'm saying? God willing. So everything worked out fine. And just on the road to recovery, gaining strength back daily, and glad to just, be able to get back to some normality, man. It was a rough 2.5 months, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was. We were quite worried about you, sir, and I'm glad you're feeling better. You look a lot better, look healthy, and you're back moving. So that's praise the Lord. And we still have you. I wasn't going to do the show without you. I know Andy volunteered to help out and host with me, and I appreciate that. So just in case you were off for longer, but we're glad you're back. Viking Rider, how are you doing, sir?
Appreciate that, Viking. But
Alfonso says hello from the Rams, the BTA boys. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you are tuning in and you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and go over to that YouTube or Facebook and follow us and subscribe to that channel. That'd be the greatest Christmas gift you can give Chris and I, is to follow our channels there. So,
but we definitely got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot of guests. We got team previews for the national championship games that we have teams going to play in Florida, down in Daytona, also in Orlando. We also going to do a little game breakdowns. We got some people coming on to talk about the games. And then we got a few surprises for you guys. Got some PFA announcements. And we're also going to be announcing the teams that are going to be joining us for the 2025 season. So, we got a little bit in store for you guys. So, again, like Brien said, please make sure our Christmas present to us, please give it to us. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe to YouTube page. Go subscribe to our Facebook page. We will be, transitioning here coming into the new year. So we definitely want you guys to still be a part of the show, still be a part of what's going on, and you don't want to miss out on any information that we come with. So if you guys want to stay in touch and stay in tune, I suggest you go subscribe now while it's still free. Okay, while it's still free, understand that it is free to subscribe for now. All right, so please jump in. Don't be the last one late. Brien, we got a break here before we bring on make our first announcement, or we're gonna jump right into it since we're a little behind.
I don't see our first guest on yet. That'd be Coach Wheeler. I don't know if he's running late or I know he had to work tonight, so I don't know if he's going to make it or not. So, but let's take a short break, and we'll see if he jumps back on. If he doesn't, we'll just go ahead and announce whatever we were going to announce, and then we'll move on to the next one. If he can get back on, we'll try to get him back in if we can. If not, then we'll get him on next time. So more to come on the rundown. It's a Christmas special. We'll be right back.
We are back in the first. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I got workers here. We're getting ready for a little function here. And I got some workers helping me out with the show. But got our little first envelope here, a little Christmas tidings to see who's the first team that's going to be joining our. Hey, send me a Christmas card, man. Send us a Christmas card, buddy.
That's nice. I didn't get one.
Well, I collect all the fan mail. You know what I mean? So all the fan mail.
Right. So it's for both of us.
For both of us. It's for both of us. But I got it over here. It says, Merry Christmas and warm wishes from your friends in Cincinnati. And looks like our friends from Cincinnati, Coach Rondé Wheeler, and the Cincinnati Hawks will be joining the PFA 2A here in 2025. All right. I'm excited about that, Brien. I'm definitely excited about that.
I mean, Coach Wheeler, definitely not his first season of pro advancement football. And, we know he was with the Bucks last year. The Bucks docked their boat and taking a break for a little bit. And now the Hawks are flying high. So looking forward to seeing them compete in the 2A, which I think is a good move for them to drop down to 2A. So all those 2A teams, Wolfpack, better look out. You got some competition this year. So, not that the competition was bad last year, but you got a lot of new teams, a lot of hungry teams, a lot of teams that are been around for a while and they're coming back. So,
and that's the thing about this team too, there, Brien. This team is not it is a new team for the PFA, but it is not a new team to pro development football. The Hawks have been around for a couple seasons, and when the Hawks were an organization, they definitely did collect some hardware. And from the Hawks birthed a lot of other teams in the Cincinnati area. So I'm definitely glad to see that they're trying to get everybody back in the fold. I can't wait to see the jerseys. I know possibly Trinity Trifecta is probably going to be hooking that up, but I definitely can't wait to see what they look like. And anything that Coach Wheeler is a part of, I'm always ready to stand behind. He's a great coach and a great guy, and I know they're going to do great things next season.
Yeah, I'm glad Coach Wheeler is going to be around, and we enjoyed talking to him, having him on the show a couple of times last year. So definitely looking forward to that. And Devin was supposed to be next, but I don't see him in the chat or in the waiting room.
Fred, I do see your Temu comment. These aren't Temu. They're more Dollar Tree, so it's a little cheaper.
Hey, Fred, I'm the one that's Timu tonight. Nothing's working in my office. Nothing.
A little
My
cheaper,
computer's crashing,
than the.
everything. So and I feel like I'm running blind using just my laptop, man. That's weird. But yeah, definitely the 2A is going to be stacked. But I have to say, wait till we get to the 3A announcements. People are going to probably hit the floor in amazement once we get to that section. And yeah. What else? So what do you want for Christmas, Chris? Besides some Timu headphones from Fred.
Besides Timu headphones, I definitely want a new computer set up. I'm working on that right now. So that way we can do some more things here at the rundown. And get some more things popping off until next year. So that is my Christmas wish. So anybody out there who wants to donate to that, that'd be great.
Shout out to
what
Jimmy.
it seems like, my fault, Brian. What it seems like is, who all do we have in the waiting list in the chat, in the waiting room right now? Because I got Devin, but he can't get in because there's too many people in there.
Okay, I'm going to have to boot somebody out. Newsom, I know you're listening. I'm going to boot you out just for a little bit because we can't have that many in the waiting room because I don't pay that much for this subscription for this. I need to upgrade so I can have more people. But I promise, wait like 5 minutes and come back in. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it. Listen, this is probably the first time and only time that everybody has showed up on time. And what that tells me is, moving forward, we're probably we'll start giving you guys call times. All right. But usually guys don't show up, man. Guys don't show up, and then we're hung out to dry, and we don't have any guests. So we tell everybody at the same time.
Can Devin get in now?
I'm seeing right now if he can get in, so that way we can speak to him.
Yeah, I don't want to hold him up because I know he's busy. So I know he's at his thing. Shout out to the chat, man. It's popping. We got 23 people watching the show. I got Austin Limley's in the chat.
What's going on, Kurt?
Jimmy D.
Sorry,
Melton.
Kurt, about the loss today, man. Tough loss, 6-0 against FCP in the
Curtis, what's up, buddy?
In that bowl game.
Definitely a good game. If it was only 6-0, I see that it ended on a pick 6.
Yeah,
man, what a game, and could have went any direction. Sounds like. All right, I booted Newsom, so I hope Devin can get in.
I think he's trying now. I just told him.
Our special guest is on. He just joined, so I might have to kick somebody else. We're going to kick Jerry out. Sorry, Jerry. Come back in a minute.
Sorry, Coach. Is Dev on there?
I don't see him.
Said he still can't get in. How many people we got in the waiting room? Jesus Christ. I appreciate it.
Got a lot.
I appreciate you guys. That should tell you guys how many people we're having on the show tonight.
Is he on an iPhone, or did you explain to him how to do it? Or
yeah, he knows how to get on.
Okay. Let's try this. I'm sorry, I'm kicking everybody out, but he should be able to get on.
Shout out to Colin Shoot from the am I pronouncing that right? Colin Shoot.
There he is. There he is. Okay, all right. So
from the Warlocks.
Moving on. Here at the PFA, Chris, we believe in innovation and changing the culture and going above and beyond to do so. And from the things like a podcast, every franchise having their own website now, to partnerships with the MFOC, the Reffing Clinic in Ohio, and we continue to trend to partnerships. That is why in 2025 the PFA will be partnering
up with Devin Young at DGY Sports Agency. And joining us now to chat and talk to us a little bit about what he does in the partnership with the PFA is our guy, Mr. Devin Young the DGY Sports Agency. How you doing, Dev?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I know you're a busy man. I know you're in Daytona right now doing some scouting.
Yes.
Oh,
So
Daytona,
we're not going.
you're right, not too far from me. I'm in Kissimmee.
Yeah.
We're not gonna hold you. We're not gonna hold you too long. But just so the people know, get a little chance to get to know you a little better. Can you give us some insight on how you started in football and how that brought you to where you are today and what you do?
Yeah, of course. I thank you for the time and hello again to both you and everybody listening and watching. I played football my whole life. I played back in New Jersey. I played up with Mohamed Sanu of the Bengals, Falcons, and that Super Bowl with Brady. I played with him. He was my high school quarterback. Went off to college and played with Ray Rice's little brother up in Massachusetts. I've been playing football my entire life. I actually just finished and retired in January from playing overseas myself. And then, as I was playing overseas, I was also going to law school. So I kind of put the two worlds together and got into this sports agency lifestyle, but football has been a part of me since 7 years old, back in New Jersey up until, just last year.
Go ahead, Brian.
Let's see. Being in this position that you're in, I'm sure you had a lot of work. You worked a lot to get to this point of being a sports agent. So what are some of the obstacles that you've had, went through to get from playing football to now dealing with NFL stuff?
Yeah, so being an NFL agent is definitely something that is not really spoken about. It's not an option that a lot of people have. You have to have a secondary degree. You have to have some type of master's or law school to even be in that type of
Wow.
realm or in that conversation. That's like the first step of the application. Like, what grad school or law school did you graduate from? Clean background, all those things. It's $3,000 to take the exam. So there's a lot of difficulties and roadblocks I would say they put in place. After navigating all that stuff, becoming an agent, you take the exam. It's kind of equivalent to a bar exam or becoming an attorney. It's one of the hardest things to actually accomplish and get through. So a lot of people go through courses. There's no course out there. There's no book to read. The CBA is over 500 pages. So it's really just getting where you fit in and kind of make it work. And out of, every 500 that take the test every year, only 100 of us pass. So it's just definitely something like a boys club, I like to call it, or like the water cooler club. Like only a select few people get in. And then once you're in, you have to have a player go to the NFL within 3 years, or you lose your license. So it's just really you hit the ground running and make everything that you can happen.
That's interesting. I guess I'll check that off my list of things to do. I guess. Yeah.
Right.
They make it sound so easy. You see,
he did make it sound so easy just now. Just doing.
Like Ballers with the Rock.
Just only 100 people. Only 100 people get the pass.
That's not that bad.
I'm that smart. But no, with that being said, Dev, what is it that can you tell the franchises and the players of the PFA with this partnership that we have with you? What are you actually going to be bringing and actually trying to help some of the players actually do?
Yeah, so DGY Sports is all about, I have DGY Sports Entertainment and Consulting, and it's all about bringing whatever level you are to the next level, right? So I think at this level, some of the players that are a little bit younger, maybe didn't go to college at all. Once they're 3 years out of high school, they're eligible for the NFL draft. There's different programs in place. There's different showcases that they can go to and play in that I could definitely get them involved in, whether it's, paying their own way to get there, helping some of them players play, and get in front of these scouts the same way they would if they graduated from college, right? I'm at the FCS Bowl right now, which takes Division II, Division III players. A lot of times in the semi-pro, it's a lot of players who've played D2, maybe played D1 somewhere, and then after that, they just want to figure out where to go next. Building the rapport with a bunch of arena teams, international teams. I actually sat down with a scout today from an Italy team who's looking for a quarterback right now to go over to Italy and make, $4K a month with no bills. They're going to take care of your food, room, and board, and they'll pay you to literally be over there. The euro is actually worth more than the American dollar right now, so that 4K is almost 5K here. But yeah, no bills and go over there and play football for 6 months and then come back to your family. So opportunities are definitely here for all levels. I don't want it to be something where, the NFL is the only gateway. We have arena, we have the CFL, we have all these other options, but also the international leagues that I actually played in myself up until last year. is what I look to kind of get everybody into.
I think that's the perfect synopsis because I think a lot of players think that, there's only one road that you can travel to try to be on this football journey. And there's really a lot of avenues you can go. Like you said, overseas in Europe, Arena League, certain things that you can still get that football fulfillment and get paid, while you're
Yeah.
doing it. You know what I mean? And that's
Right.
really, the goal at this point, man. I wish you were around when I was playing, Dev. Like, this is crazy. The
I wish I
opportunities
was
that we're
around
going to
when
be able
I
to
was
offer
playing.
are going to be ridiculous. We definitely have some talent here in the PFA. I'm glad we were able to have you on the show for this little bit of time. I'm gonna let you get back
Okay.
to what you got to do, man. But I appreciate you. I can't wait until you see some of the talent that we have in the PFA this year. And this is it's going to be amazing, man. It's going to be amazing.
One last thing. I know you already have a personal assistant, but if you ever fire that person, let me know. I live in Florida. I'm not far from you, so
Okay.
I mean, I'll retire from my job and become your personal assistant and write down notes and whatever. So
Brian's always trying to plug himself in.
I'm trying to get out of working out in the hot sun in Florida, man. That's for sure. Or going back to the Midwest and working in 4 feet of snow. So I'm kind of screwed either way I go.
Yeah, and
Devin,
I think though, and I appreciate you guys for all of that. But I also think that a part of this is kind of what these players are doing off the field, and that's just something I wanted to touch on. I'm looking to put something in place, something like a Man of the Year award or something of that nature, where it's about that kid that when all that stuff's happening in the chat rooms and people are arguing and doing all type of things, like who's really speaking up for the player. So I'm looking to see, hopefully we can get something put in place where there's like a Walter Payton Award or something for that
Right.
humanitarian
Yeah.
and at the end of the year,
okay.
and maybe take care of them and get them to one of these big time showcases in exchange for winning or being selected by their teammates or players in the league for that. So there's a lot of
Hey, I
things I want
love
to bring
that.
to you guys, and I appreciate you guys for your time. We're going to run back in here. We're doing an agent conference right now. I'm at the FCS Bowl in Daytona. The game's tomorrow at 11. A bunch of players here trying to fight for a chance to play in the FBS Bowl, which is in January. But these
Yep.
are all bowl games and stuff that I can get people into and play with. So I'm going to go sit in front of the panel and answer some of these questions for these guys as well. And then I'll talk to you guys in the future.
Yep.
All right,
We will
man. Thanks,
definitely have
Dev.
you on again. Thanks, Devin.
All right.
Hey, I don't
Awesome.
know
Man.
about you, bro, but Devin
But-
makes me want to lace them back up again. Okay, I didn't have these opportunities when I was playing football. Okay, do you understand me? I did not have these opportunities when I was playing in these leagues. Okay, about 10, 15 years ago. This is monumental to be able to have somebody that can literally plug you in to making money. Okay,
Hey, Chris, somebody just
Sorry.
handed me something. Breaking news. Breaking
Oh.
news. Live from Racine, Wisconsin. Breaking news. Mr. Evan from the broadcast team of the Racine Raiders. We just got word that you guys are joining the PFA.
Yep, just announced. I'm here at the Racine Raiders 2024 banquet to put the bowl on the 2024 season, and just announced from our general manager and our board president that starting at 2025 we'll be part of the PFA conference.
Hey,
That's
man,
awesome.
that's the Christmas gift I needed right there. That is definitely. I prayed to God for a computer, but He gave me Racine, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that a little bit more than the computer, man. You know more about Racine, than most. I definitely do know about. But what are you guys looking forward to coming into the PFA next year? What is that looking like for you guys right now?
Well, there's a few things we're looking with. We already kind of have a relationship with the PFA anyways. We play the Motor City Rams, we play the Michigan Bulls, we play the Bison, trying to fill up our schedule that we've had the last couple of years. So we already have that relationship with the PFA, and we're excited to try to start building some regional rivalries. The Ravens from Detroit, really, really good football team. Look forward to potentially get on the field with them amongst a bunch of other things. You think it'll be good for both the team and semi-pro football to join the PFA and have that competition going on amongst everybody.
Man, Evan, I'm almost at a loss for words, and that's hard for me to be. But I'm just so glad. I know this was like you said, we've had a relationship. We've been working with you guys. I know Dunk's been working with you guys. Getting games and things of that nature. I'm just glad it came into fruition. My Christmas prayers have been answered.
What he really means is that we've known for it a couple of weeks and we just couldn't say nothing. So, we had to keep it quiet so you guys could announce it at your banquet, and then we can open our mouths and talk about it. But like Chris said, it's been 2 years in the making. You guys have had a relationship with the PFA, with Dunk filling those schedules. So it makes for even more exciting competition. Like you said, Evan, you already played the Rams, you've already played the Bills, you've already played the Bison, but you haven't played the Ravens in a while. So hopefully we get that matchup. And the most exciting thing,
we're having a fun game against the Phantoms too before weather unfortunately called that one. So
that's right.
That'll be.
Well, I will ask you this, Evan. Give us some insight on some of the players you guys got returning that's coming into the next season that we should be looking out for.
Well, it's hard to say for sure who's going to be returning because we don't do like the bowl games. We don't do much in January, February. It's kind of like a dead period. So we won't really know who we have coming back until probably April. That's usually when practices start. We got some trials coming up shortly after the first of the year, and we'll see who comes back. We'll see what new players come. But, we have a great core group of guys that if they all return, should be super excited. With 27-game winning streak, looking to build on that too as well. And we'll know more about who we have coming back in April. Semi-pro football, life gets in the way, families change, job situations change. They may want to, see what other opportunities are out there for football as well. So I can't really say for sure who we'll have in 2025 lining up for the Raiders, but I can tell you we'll have a lot of competition coming starting in April and get ready for the 2025 season.
Well, Evan, I will say, go ahead, Brian.
No, I'm saying there's a lot of questions in the chat, but I'm gonna let everybody know this is just a quick announcement show, and Evan's in the middle of a banquet with his team, so we'll have him and Don on again during the season to answer more questions. But go ahead, Chris. I just want to let the chat know.
Before we let you go, like you were talking about players, hey, we just had Devin Young on, so hopefully those players that you bring in, we can hook up with Devin Young, our NFL sports agent. He's got the connections, you know what I'm saying? We can plug some guys in and get them out there, you know what I'm saying, into some other leagues, man, so they can, make some money off this for real. So I'm just excited that the league is moving in the right direction with next year as far as adding better teams and actually going to be able to provide better resources for you guys as well.
Yeah, we're excited. We have, we're looking forward to the competition. Obviously, our goals are always the same: put on a very high quality product, try to win championships, do a lot for the community of Racine and for the sport of minor league semi-pro football. But at the same time, we're excited for the new opportunities to play against the PFA on a regular basis, and as I mentioned, try to potentially get some rivalries going with the rest of the PFA.
For sure. Well, Ev, we're not going to hold you long. I know you at the banquet. Tell Jeff and the boys, man, I said what's up, and I can't wait to have, listen, hopefully me and Brian can get out there for a home game. You know what I mean? Do a little simulcast.
So hopefully he can book us some airline tickets to Racine to go cover games.
Yeah, do a little simulcast with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
I can't wait.
Watching, he's the one you want to reach out to try to arrange that.
Yeah, I saw him in the chat. Tell Don we said hi, and we'll talk to him soon. But we'll let you go and get back to your dinner and your fun with your team. And thanks so much for jumping on. And we look forward to the Racine Raiders competing in the PFA in 2025.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'm excited for that as well. And have a great rest of your show.
Thanks, Ev.
Oh shit! No.
We're loading people. We're loading everybody. Everybody come on right now.
It's like going crazy. Sorry. No, stop it.
Everybody come on right now.
Stop it. This thing is like freaking out on me. There we go. Sorry, everybody. All right, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit because Coach Wheeler is in the waiting room, and I know he has to work.
Okay.
So we'll just jump in there and bring Coach Wheeler back in. He's like looking kind of weird in his car, all dark in there. Can see him with his glow in the dark safety vest on.
What's up, Coach?
Hey, what's up, fellas? What's up?
Hey, man.
We were talking earlier
Mhm.
about you guys coming into the league as the Hawks, and so we're excited to see that. So, Chris, you got them in front of you, don't you?
Yeah, I got him. Hey,
Okay,
Coach.
I'm looking at my phone. I can't see it very well.
You're fine. Hey, Coach. I know the Hawks are on a new team, and I know it's they. When the Hawks were the Hawks, they did some great things. What was the idea of actually putting the Buccaneers down and bringing the Hawks back? What made that switch go off in you guys' head?
Actually, it was 2024 kind of left a bad taste in our mouth. So we decided to bring back a legacy from the Hawks and just take the Bucks and just restart over. So the Bucks will be back. They're not gone. They're just in, it's an overhaul right now.
Yeah, we just docked them. We just docked them.
The Pirates had to take a break too. They have some stuff to do. They just.
That's pretty much it. Los thought about it with this being Los's, his first. He wanted to get back to the roots of being a quality organization, and the Hawks was it. So we made a decision. We've been quiet, doing a lot of behind the scenes things.
Y'all been very quiet, Coach. A little scary quiet. A little scary quiet. I've been peeping it. I've been peeping it. I've been peeping it all. You know what I'm saying? Been peeping it all. Been real quiet. Real meticulous.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. I mean, we had a meet and greet a couple weeks ago for some new players, some returning players. Lowe's pretty much said what the standard's going to be at, and we're not deviating from it. We got another meet and greet coming up on the 21st, if I'm not mistaken. For some more newcomers that we got. Los is real big on not recycling players. So we've been out here on a heavy recruiting trip. Put it out there. Inbox is going out, especially when they found out that the Hawks is coming back. The Hawks name itself holds a lot of weight.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And the guys know we got some shoes to fill, because it's not this. For a lot of people who don't know, the Hawks is not a new team. It's not a new team by far. I know people out there making little jokes or whatever, that they're not the Bucks. The Bucks is a whole different entity than the Hawks. The two don't go together. There's two separate teams. The only thing that brings us together is the ownership. That's it. The Hawks got a full staff that works behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That's something that the Bucks didn't have. So we getting back to the drawing board.
Well, Coach,
y'all won't see a whole lot of social media stuff from us. We post what we want to post, but all that little chattering and stuff that we was doing last year with the Bucks, you won't see that with the Hawks. It's all about business.
There you go.
Well, I'm definitely glad you'll be coming back, to the PFA. I'd be lying to tell you it wouldn't be the same without you. So I'm glad you boys are coming back in the 2A division this year, which I think is a good idea. And I do like that, nobody likes to keep recycling players. You know what I'm saying? We want to get some fresh blood, some fresh talent, into this thing. And that's a good thing. All right. And I wish more teams would take up lead with that. And, it's a part of football. Scouting, recruiting, is a part of football. So hats off to you guys and taking the lead and trying to get some more fresher faces for me and Brien to talk about in the coming up season.
Right.
Yeah.
But we know you got to get to work, Coach. So we ain't gonna hold you.
It's cool. It's cool. It's a Saturday night, and right now I'm watching my guys pull up, and it's crickets out here right now.
It looks cold out where you're at, man. You got a beanie hat on. Is it cold there in Ohio?
Yes, it's cold here in Ohio. Hey, you gotta excuse him, Coach.
Degrees.
You gotta excuse him, Coach. He in Florida. You gotta remember he in Florida. You gotta excuse him. He's being disrespectful.
Hey, it is cold in Florida. It's like 75 right now.
You're being disrespectful right now, Coach. Just don't even listen
I had
to
a
him.
conversation with Dunk the other day, and he outside. He didn't open up the sunroof and everything.
Yeah, he ain't
I'm
got
over
to
here.
get. I called Dunk 2 one day, and he had his shirt off and everything. And I was like, "Hey, man, call me back." Then I called him, Coach, and it was snowing. He gonna tell me I'm gonna call you back. Hey, man, I ain't say nothing about when I seen the sun shining in your background. All right, don't be mad about the snow in my background. You know what I'm saying?
Look, every time my wife looks at weather news and stuff in Indiana or anywhere, Ohio, Michigan, and she's like, gets the thought of ever wanting to go back. She sees snow and she's like, nope, I'll stay in Florida until I die because of the warm weather. So,
But I'm dressed like this because I work for a food distribution, so I have a freezer that I have to be in all day. So.
oh yeah, I've worked in the warehouse with the cold storage. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But Coach, we're gonna let you get off here. We got like 10 more other people we got to get on and more announcements to make. Like I said, I can't wait to see the Hawks in 2025 represent the PFA again. I know you and you guys are gonna do your thing out there. So hats off to you guys for coming back, and we'll see you soon, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all be easy.
Yeah,
All right.
have a good night. Awesome. I think we're moving right along, man.
Yeah, we got
we're a little running a little cricket on the rails, but hey, that's how we roll.
I just got handed another Christmas card.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Hey, that's a mistletoe, not a motel. All right. Ridiculous, man.
Can't find good help anywhere, man.
Can't find good help over here, man.
Never.
Can't find good help. Oh, this is nice. This is Merry Christmas on it. It says, hoping a very happy holiday is headed your way from the Bills Mafia. Oh, thanks, guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Is Mikey trying to get on the chat?
Mikey should be. I just talked to him, man. And for those of you who don't know, that means that the Michigan Bills will be joining the PFA, returning, I should say, in 2025. They had a great season last year, ended in the semifinals. They made it to the Final Four.
We're
not
going to talk too much about that game.
Yeah,
but
we're not going to talk too much. But they made it to the Final Four. We'll leave it at that. And right now they're preparing for the Tangerine Bowl out in Orlando, Florida, which I wanted to get. You got to kick some more people out. Mikey said it's full again.
All right. Hang on. I apologize.
Hang on a second, Mikey.
I apologize.
I love that everybody is on time this year. You're adding people again. You're adding people.
I know. Again. Why is it doing that? It's like, no. All right. See, it is. I am not having a good night with this laptop. I'm like driving a new car. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. He should be able. I just kicked somebody. I apologize, whoever I kicked. We're gonna have to upgrade this subscription here.
I need you to kick like another person out because I got a player. I got number 3 with him. Mr. Brien Lowe is with him as well. He's going to be.
I think he was already in the chat, wasn't?
Is he already in the chat?
No, I kicked him out.
Oh, you kicked? Yeah. Hey, Mikey just said that too. He said, "Man, you kicked him out."
Sorry, Mikey.
we gonna get it together, Mike. Get you both.
Right,
get both of you guys on here.
Tell him try it again. I promise I won't kick him out again.
Mr. Brien Lowe. He's going to be representing the Bills as their player rep this year.
All right, there's Mikey.
Mikey.
And there's is that Brien in the car? Okay, so it's just, I didn't mean to kick you, man. We're
no hard.
This is what happens when we take a couple months off. You know this, man. I start having all kinds of difficulties. We take a couple months off, and everything just falls off the rails here over at the Rundown Studios in Florida. It's the sunshine. It's getting to me.
What's going on, fellas?
Man, I can't call it, man. You tell me. You getting ready for Florida, my boy.
Yeah, man. So I took this opportunity to go ahead and introduce the new player rep for the Bills, Brien Lowe, one of our star receivers from last year.
Hey, that's what's
700 yards? Was 800 yards?
There would probably been 1,000 if Mikey would have took stats better.
Oh, wow. God.
Hey, Brien. Hey, Brien, I got you covered this year. We got an actual stat tracker, so Mike's going to have to fill out the form, or unless he uses a stat program. But we'll have your stats posted every week on the website. You can see proof of the stats are being put in, buddy. We got you.
All right, yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
All right,
Yeah,
so
just
Breon, with y'all, with the way the season ended last year, and you know what I'm saying, everything coming back, you guys coming back this year. What are you guys looking to, to do a little bit better? What lessons did you learn from this past season?
the biggest lesson I feel like we took as a team is nothing happened overnight. You know, Rome wasn't built in one day, and by us being the first year org, it was kind of hard meshing with the veterans, the young studs. It kind of took like more out of the team than we would have liked to have happen.
Is that something you guys been working on in the off season, trying to get some more chemistry, some more camaraderie before we get to
Yeah,
Florida?
yes, team chemistry. We be going bowling. We play the game together. Like we really becoming like a real brotherhood now. As far as we talk stuff on social media. Like we really becoming like way closer than what we once were.
It's iPhone.
Last year, you guys were a first-year organization, like you mentioned, and you played in the PFA, which is kind of trial by fire type, competition. You played the Raiders, and so you didn't lack any competition for sure. The chatter for this game coming up in Florida has been you guys are heavily favored. How are you
Heavily,
preparing for
and
the
I
game?
mean that heavily.
Yeah. How you even
I
if
appreciate
you hear that, if you're heavily favored, how are you guys preparing for the game and versus the Southington Gyms?
Well, so I've been hearing a lot about teams like taking like time off to heal and not practice and doing all that. Like we instantly got indoors. We still practicing. We actually on our way to practice right now. Like we really taking off the field more serious than on the field to perform better in Florida.
So again, I've tried to do some research on the Southington Gyms.
We try to get a player on here, and
I try to get a player on here. I'm not saying I'm not hearing good things about them, but what I am hearing is that they're a 1A team. They shouldn't be playing against you guys. You're a 3A team. It's basically going to be a whitewash. I don't want you guys to go down there and take it, take it easy on nobody. I want you guys to go down there and be focused, represent yourselves, your brand, the PFA, to its full potential. I got a lot of faith in Bills Mafia. Especially, huh?
One thing I'm telling my guys though, like we don't pay attention to none of that because at the end of the day, it's Florida. They gonna have extra guys. You feel me? We don't know who they bringing down there. We watch film,
Facts.
but we watch film for players. We don't watch film for stats. We watch players. We watch for plays and seeing how their organization operate. That's about it. We really ain't watching film to see who they star players is because we don't know who we going up against. We learned that from the Badgers. We went down there and played against Haverhill Hitman.
You better say it. You better say it, bro, because you know how they do
So
in
we stay
Florida.
humble, bro. Like he said, we on our way to practice right now. And shit, we going hard as we practicing right now like we playing the Ravens or the Rams. You feel me? So that's what we on.
Yeah, definitely don't pick and choose who we play or who get the belt. This is just
My
past.
bad. I gotta say the Rams or the Ravens now.
You
Yeah,
better
Say the
put
Rams first. Let me say
Racine
the
in there
Rams
too now.
first. They the big dogs right now.
yeah, it definitely is. But the PFA, I saw somebody say in the comments the PFA was the SEC. Like that was probably the most true statement I didn't read in the whole live. Like, yeah, we really like big SEC. Like, this is where all the
But
pits is at.
but you know what? You know what, Mr. Lowe? We got some backlash a little bit from being, as they would say, top heavy. And my response to that is my guys don't duck smoke.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
want your teams to be in leagues that go undefeated, and then once you step out your league, you can't beat nobody. My teams are battle tested. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah,
like the SEC, my teams are battle tested. So I take you guys, the Rams, the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? I take any of my PFA teams over anybody else because we play against each other,
yeah,
and that's how you get a team like Racine to come join because they want to see if what we putting out there is true. and you guys played against Racine to be able in the first year team to hold them to only 21 points. They knew what was, you know what I'm saying? They know what's up. They know we got some
Yeah.
we got some players over here. So, yeah, SEC, I like that. I like that analogy. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit more like it.
Yeah. Racine a good team. Racine a great team. And Duck and Smoke, we can never say that. We played 3 of the top 10 teams in the nation at first year org and took all of them to the last round. Like, none of them was blowouts. None of them was clear landslide wins. So we definitely got to this. That's the thing I said about us.
Well,
Mikey,
like I said, for everybody to know, the Michigan Bills will be playing the Southington Gems in the NFE Tangerine Bowl. The game's going to be at Lake Bentley High School. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Going to be on Saturday, January 18th of next year. Mr. Anderson, Mr. Lowe, we appreciate you guys for taking some time. I know you guys are headed to practice. So we'll definitely get up with you guys, you know what I'm saying, later on in the season after you get that dub. All right?
I appreciate y'all,
All
bro.
right, I appreciate y'all.
All right, man. You guys
have
have
a
a good
good one,
night.
guys. Stay safe. That was Mike Anderson and Brien Lowe of the Michigan Bills. Since someone thought I said Bulls earlier, Michigan Bills. And I they're still on. I have to kick them. Sorry, guys, I have to kick you so I have room for my guest. Chris Bruin's trying to join, so I had to kick Wyatt. Poor Wyatt. He got here first, and I've kicked him like 3 times. I apologize, Wyatt. Who said semi-pro? Oh,
I didn't say it.
Scott,
Oh
Scott
no.
Rademacher.
Somebody in the
Come
chat
on,
said
man.
it.
Come on, man.
You know Duncan is like the police for that, Mr. Scott.
Yeah.
You can't say that in this chat. Is pro advancement football. We're trying to escape the nepotism. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. We're trying to escape the bad with
Stigmatism.
thank you. That's associated with that word. And the only way we can do that is by literally calling it something else. And the best term that we came up with was pro advancement football. I think it's a great term to use. So let's adopt that moving into 2025. Let's leave, I'm not even going to say it. Let's leave the SP word. Let's leave that in 2024.
Hey, has Jerry tried to get it? Is Jerry trying to get back in by chance? Because he's supposed to be coming up next.
Well, I can text him right now to let him know that I told him I'll let him know when he was up, because the Missouri Cyclone coach just hit me up as well.
Okay, I might have to kick a couple people off here, and I don't really want to do this because it's all coaches.
Jerry said he's in the chat right now.
He's in the chat, or is he in the waiting room?
He's in the chat.
Oh,
Jerry, go to the waiting room.
And we apologize. Like we said earlier, we didn't know that we would have everybody show up on time at the same time tonight.
But we appreciate that because that's what we need moving forward into next season. So that way we can give you guys a call list with a certain time. So that way during the show, we can just have you jump on. But over the year, we tried to do that. People wouldn't show up. And so that's why we did it like this year. I'm talking to the Missouri Cyclones coach right now, Mr. Twan Galladay. Told him to see if he can jump into the waiting
He might
room.
not be able to. I'm going to have to. I know Coach Jefferson and Coach Dobbs and Coach Jones are all in the chat. I'm going to have to kick you guys out, but come right back in like a few minutes. That way I can get you back in. I apologize.
I appreciate everybody that's on the chat right now. If you're on the chat, man, represent yourself, represent your team. Shout out who you with. You know what I'm saying? Who you playing for. We like to know, you know what I'm saying, who's watching. Give some love out and show some love to your team, your organization. Represent yourself. It's still saying the chat is full.
Yeah, Jimmy, there's a first for everything. And most of the players that are showing up early, I'm having a heart attack over here. I can't believe it. Okay. Who'd you say was from the Cyclones? Is it
Mr. Gladday?
Who's Brian Hodge? Who's Hodge? Is that from the Cyclones? I can't see. I can't tell. He has a King Griffey Jr. jersey hanging up back there, though. That's cool. Is that autographed, I wonder? No, it's not autographed. I see him shaking his head. No, he can hear me. King Griffey, fun fact, Chris, and for Brian Hodge listening in the waiting room, King Griffey Jr. played his single A minor league baseball in the town I grew up in. It was in California, San Bernardino, and the team was called the San Bernardino Spirit. Now they're the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes or something, I don't know. But yeah, and I had his rookie card, and somebody broke into my house and stole it. So yeah, I was kind of upset about that. All right, Jerry's in. Is Brian? Are you from Missouri? Are you from the Cyclones? Yes. Okay. I had it all written down.
I got it. And listen, I know Jerry doesn't. Jerry sent me this card. I know he's not going to tell everybody, but Jerry sent me a Christmas card from the Ravens.
But I heard Jerry was the president of the Chris Cousins fan club too.
He is. That's why he sent me a Christmas card this year.
Jerry,
he knows how to butter his bread.
Yeah. And he's the president and the only member of the Chris Cousins fan club. He's trying to recruit.
But returning next year also to the PFA is going to be the Detroit Ravens for the 2025 season. And we're going to have the number one tight end in the nation, a.k.a. the best kept secret.
That's
my man.
Make sure you put that number one on there, man.
we have to we're going to have to add in a rule in the media guidelines for all these teams. Don't use a nickname, because you came on earlier and I'm like, who in the F is best kept secret, Chris? He's like, I don't know.
I heard that and I got offended.
hey, I had to think about it for a second, man. A lot going on.
But hey, while we at it, man, speaking of that fan club, I'm actually in the middle of shutting that down. I'm not recruiting for his fan club at all.
You got tired of being the only member.
What's up, though, man? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, Jerry, I know I gave you a lot of grief last year. You know what I'm saying? The Ravens came in as the powerhouse, you know what I'm saying, ranked number one in the country and everything like that. And I had to poke the bear. You know what I'm saying? I had to go against the wave. And everybody know I picked the Rams. And
Chris
my fruition, you know what I'm saying, my premonition, it came to pass in the championship game. So my question is, man, how do the Ravens plan to rectify that going into 2025? I'm not giving no predictions yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait till later. But what are y'all plans about handling that business first?
Man, honestly, bro, it was something that's a rare occasion. We actually got an apology from Coach Sims. Like, he said, it's the Ravens way. You know, we practice a certain way. We arrive to games a certain way. We do this at halftime, this at the end of the game. And there's some things that he would not been okay with in the past that he kind of let slide, but he apologized. And shit is different now, man. I ain't gonna hold you. So we off to
now, right?
It is. It has been. Don't get it twisted. It has been, but
it's been. I mean, y'all hadn't lost in like almost 2 years.
It was on a 38 game streak.
So like, I mean, to be at, first of all, let's take our hat off to that. Okay, let's not act like that's something that just happens every day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, all good things come to an end. You know,
it does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
But now that you're starting back from scratch, I feel like y'all gonna have, you know, a lot more, you know what I'm saying, behind you now. Have a lot more fire. You know what I mean? That's gonna be good. Because we got some dog. I mean, we got another dog that we added to the barn now. We didn't add another dog to the barn.
We got a couple.
I don't know what you're talking
about. We're not done announcing 3A teams yet, so.
Hey, Jerry said, you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know who that is.
That's because Jerry beat him. That's the only reason why he's saying that. That's the only reason why he's saying that. You know, we just added Racing, but Jerry beat him, so that's why he feel that way.
No, I didn't. I never beat Racing.
You never beat Racing?
Nope.
The Ravens have definitely beat Racing.
Huh?
You probably wasn't on the team when they won, but the Ravens
Nah,
have definitely
they beat them. The
beat
Ravens
Racing.
beat Racing. Remember, I'm new to the Ravens. It's
That's
my
right. This is
third
what
year.
your third year.
Yep, going into my
Third
third
year.
year with them. Yeah.
But moving on to Florida, big matchup. You know what I'm saying? Big matchup. And you know
Mm-hmm.
we love the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to be playing against the Missouri Cyclones.
Can't wait.
What are you guys doing as far as preparing for them? Have you guys been watching film? I know you guys have been practicing.
Yeah,
But
of
what are you
course. We
guys doing
saw.
ready to get ready for Florida?
I mean, we saw old film that's out there, but honestly, it was so long ago. Really don't want to pay too much attention to that. Like if we're looking at the history, the Ravens 1-0 against the Cyclones, but you really can't even do that because we 3-4 against the Rams, and they got us in the game that mattered. So this very well can happen against us too. But we all practicing hard, man. That's the biggest thing. Trying to rally up the troops, get everybody to show up to practice, and treat it like it is the game that it really is. So we're really just trying to prepare for that way through practice.
Now I'm gonna be down there, Jerry. Okay. The rundown is going on the road. All right.
All right.
We're going on the road. We got too many teams for me not to come down there. You know what I'm saying? We got too many
Mm-hmm.
teams for me not to come down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm you know me. Okay. This is PFA against the world at this point. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be talking cash money.
We gonna back it
We
up.
talking
Talk your talk,
cash
man.
money. I'm gonna
Talk your
need
talk.
I already told Mikey and them too. I need everybody to do their job. Y'all do
Uh-huh.
your job. I think we gonna go 5-0. We'll be good to go. You feel
I
what I'm
like how that
saying?
sound. I like how that sound. And as much as we
Now,
disagree with everybody when we playing in town, but when we go down there, it's us against everybody, man. So
Yeah.
I'm even rooting for the Rams. I want to see them win too.
I want everybody to. I do. I really want that for us because I want us to be one of the first leagues that can just say that we got 4 national champions in
Mm-hmm.
our league going into next season. You know, granted, I know the Bills win it is the bowl game. It still means something to us, but a national championship having 4 teams that be possible to win. I want that for us. I want that for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I personally never won a natty, so that's still like on my bucket list. But we'll work on that
Wonderful
later.
feeling. Wonderful feeling.
But we ain't gonna hold you too long, Jerry. We're gonna get the Cyclone coach on here because I want to talk to him and see the other side of this coin. But as always, Jerry, man, it's good to see you, bro.
All right, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. That's love. Y'all be safe.
we'll see you in
All right, bud.
January in Daytona, buddy.
For sure.
That was Jerry Weston, tight end for the Detroit Ravens, and like Chris said, we like to be across the board here. We don't care what team you're on, what league you play in, and we like talking to everybody involved with football. So, with that being said, we're going to bring on the Missouri Cyclones coach, Brien Hodge, and man, he's a baseball card collector.
Yeah.
That's
Stuff
dope.
back there.
We appreciate you having time to jump on the show. I know we were supposed to have coach there, but hey, things happen. I'm just glad we able.
he
I'm just glad we able to get one of you guys.
He messaged me a little bit ago. Let me see if I fix my camera for you. I don't even know where the hell it's at. Fuck it. Yeah, he messaged me. They had the league meeting today. He ended up missing that. He got stuck at work. He's a crane operator there in St. Louis, and he said, "Hey man, is there any way you could help me out?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. What the hell? What else am I good for, right?"
Besides being the owner, I mean that's
dude. Just spending money for a bunch of grown men to get out here and play games, right? Like
right.
Well, we always like I tell everybody, we always like to have the other side of the coin when it comes to these games. And we've seen that you guys this season didn't quite end the way you guys wanted it to. Runner up in your league, which I mean, you made it to the game. You know what I'm saying? That really matters. But you lost against
a lot of guys say that. We felt like it was a really good year, right? In a year that was supposed to be a rebuild year for us, we still competed, went undefeated in the regular season, made it all the way to the championship. We won a lot of games that mattered. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the job done in the last one. So we're blessed and to have the opportunity to go to Florida and kind of hit the reload on a season where a lot of people thought we shouldn't have been able to be there. And again, kind of a rebuild season for us, a lot of new guys and a lot of fresh faces, but we felt like it was a pretty good season overall for us.
But coach, you can't be too mad about me. You lost against a top tier, team in the A. I mean, Joplin. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
not like you
yeah,
lost against some scrubs. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
lost, so like
Kendall's a special quarterback, and he can do some really special things with football. They've got some really good physical football players there. Elliott Hawkins is a beast at running back, and obviously presented some challenges to us. Our defense did really well in a game where you turn Kendall over, I think 4 or 5 times, whatever it was that we turned him over. You expect to have a little closer football game than what you had, but unfortunately, our offense had trouble getting the ball rolling. It's kind of the theme for the season last year. Again, a lot of new faces, a lot of new offensive linemen trying to gel together, and we've all seen how that goes in football over the years. And it's a hard thing to get done, and unfortunately, like I said, they're in the game that everybody wants to win the championship. We just weren't able to get that done there.
Coach, we know travel in this level of football, and we call it pro advancement football.
Yeah.
We know travel for teams is difficult, especially being in the Midwest, getting all the way to Florida. How you guys what are you doing to keep the attendance for the game to travel well, so you guys show up with a full squad to face the Detroit Ravens?
Fortunately for us, we've done pretty well. When we went to Florida 2 years ago, we had all except for I think 5 of our guys that had played in our championship game actually traveled and made it to the national championship game. And so we anticipate having some really good turnout, some really good numbers. I mean, obviously, like I think you guys mentioned before, I like pro advancement football. I've always called it minor league football. I'm kind of the same way. I don't like the SP stigma that kind of comes with that. We've all fought against that when it comes to trying to get referees, fields, and sponsorships and everything else. So I
Yep.
kind of like that. The travel, fortunately for us, hasn't really been an issue. We went down a couple years prior to that. We went down to Dallas and suited up and played a prime team that nobody wanted to play. And kind of when we got the phone call here, said, "Hey, there's only one spot left. Everybody's kind of ducking this game. Do you guys mind playing the Ravens?" I said, "Absolutely not. It's another opportunity for us to line up and play a quality football team. It's a really good organization that we're excited to get the chance to line up and play against. I mean, you can't really measure your team without playing the top teams, and so
facts.
people kind of give us a hard time about our schedule this year, but our schedule is what our schedule is. We play who's in front of us, and then given the opportunity, we'll play the quality teams when those opportunities arise to make sense. And this one made sense for us. As Jerry said before, they've got us 1-0. Again, we're kind of on a rebuild year, but we're excited to go to Florida and kind of show what we've got. We feel like we have a good defense. The offense is going to try to do some things a little bit different, play a little bit better brand of football than what we played during the regular season. But the Detroit Ravens, they're a tough task, right? You guys get them all year. You get to see what they're capable of. They got a big physical offensive line. They like to run the football. There's a lot of movement on that offensive line, the traps and the pulls. They get around, they move, they're disciplined, right? They play disciplined.
Webster is a monster.
They play disciplined football up front, and that's always a challenge, no matter who you are, where you're from. When you're going against a disciplined football team that's disciplined up front, like they are, it's going to pose some challenges. We got some great defensive football players, and we hope to be able to attack and have a really good football game for everybody to watch. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. And we have a level of football that hopefully we get down there and play a game that's worthy for the fans to see, and we'll kind of see how it shakes out.
Definitely. One game we're definitely looking forward to, and Chris and I will both be there, so we're looking forward to hopefully meeting you in person if you're going. And
yeah.
So we'll be set up there doing a show. Hopefully we can do a show live from the field. What were you going to say, Chris?
Yep.
Well, no, I just can't wait to see the matchup. If you guys got a history, and I can't wait to see if you guys can match what's going on. But I always like when it's two good quality teams going after it. Nobody wants to see a landslide. I just seen a Ohio State high school championship game where a team lost 74-0. So nobody wants to be at the pinnacle at the top and play somebody who's not worthy to be there as well. So I think it's going to be a great game. I can't wait to actually see it in person. And so I can't wait to meet you as well, Coach. And
That's the night game, right? Like it's
yeah,
we're
you guys
excited
are
about that.
you are
It's our
prime
first
time. You prime
it's
time,
our
6 o'clock game.
it's our first primetime game. So
Yeah.
last time I think we were the second game, and so that was it's always a different atmosphere, right? When it's like, all right, you won, now get off the field. They do a good job there of getting 3 games in a day. And like I said, the time before we went down to Dallas, and again, nobody really wanted to go there and play the prime in Dallas. And we're like, oh, we'll go give it a shot. Again, we're our record in the National Bowl games is I think we're 1-3 now. Trying to get that a little closer to 500. And again, that's kind of the way it goes. I think we lost to the Storm by 3, we lost to Prime by a little bit, so 1-2, 1-3. But like I said, it's an opportunity for us to get there and kind of show what we've got. It'll be an opportunity to hopefully get some extra practices in for a team that had a lot of new guys this year and is rebuilding. Coach Twan and the staff have had some extra practices, and so that's always good, right? Like it's kind of like in college when you get a bowl game, you get those extra practices with the young guys. Hopefully they're able to mesh and again get down there and just put on a good show, have a good football game, and give the fans something fun to watch.
Definitely. Well, Coach, we appreciate you jumping on, and
Absolutely.
Best of luck to both teams, and safe travels when you guys go down to Florida, and have a Merry Christmas and a good New Year's, and we'll see you soon.
You guys as well. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
You're
anytime.
welcome, sir. Anytime.
That was Brien Hodge, the owner of the Missouri Cyclones. Appreciate Coach Juan.
It's always good to have another perspective. You know what I'm saying? For the games, always good. Always
true,
good.
true. And we're going to keep on rolling because I know there's been some people in the chat waiting for us, and I hate to keep them waiting any longer. So, who we have next? Is Chris from?
No, it looks like I got this. Oh, I got a special Amazon package for this one. I got a special gift, and it's from my friends over at the Wolfpack.
Oh, they sent you a ring. They sent me one too.
Yes. So next we're going to have Coach Dobbins come on. We're going to take a quick break. Make sure we kick some more people out the chat room real quick so we can get my man Coach Dobbins in.
Oh, Dobbins, Coach is in. He's in.
He's in there?
Yeah, he's good.
All right. Well, let's take a quick little break, pay some bills, and when we come back, we'll be talking to the returning champs of the 2A, Northern Kentucky Wolfpacks.
We'll be right back. Look, I got mine too.
You got yours? They sent you one too?
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta love those guys.
Doesn't fit my finger. I gotta wear it on my pinky though.
Oh yeah, well, my hands are just huge, so all the rings pretty much fit on my pinky. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But like I said, returning back to the PFA for the second season are the returning champs of the 2A division, the Northern Kentucky Wolfpack, coached by none other than the man behind the magic, Mr. Coach Dobbins.
What's going on?
Hey,
What's
Coach,
going on, Coach?
Sorry you had to wait so long and get kicked off the chat a couple times.
No,
we didn't expect all the guests showing up all at once.
No, that's fine. I was asked to get on because the owner was going to try to get on, but she's with her and her husband with her son at a hockey game.
She said.
Oh, shout out to Blair. I know Blair was because she wanted to be on at the same time.
Yeah,
shout out to Blair.
My mother-in-law, she had cancer, and they just had the surgery, so been ripping back and forth, taking care of her and been cooking.
Prayers to her, Coach.
Yeah, definitely prayers up.
Yeah, appreciate it. So, like I said, it's been real busy. So I was like, yeah, I can get on real quick. I was gonna see if I get a couple a player or so to get on, but they also was busy. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. Let's go.
It's all right. We'll get you guys on more during the regular season and have more time to chat. We decided to to do this announcement show, and it just kind of snowballed to everybody and wanting to getting on, and so we're trying to get everybody on in a short amount of time, and the show not be 4 hours long, because it would have been if we wouldn't have cut everybody short.
No, I get it. It was a shock. It was just shocking that people was actually on time. And that was shocking to me.
Hey, shocking to you, shocking to us, Coach.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say I don't appreciate it.
I'm with
Now, if we can get that going in the next season, then I'll be able to make a time list, so that way everybody can, you know what I'm saying, have their own little certain time. But you know how it was this past season, you know what I'm saying, hit missing. But speaking of this past season, you guys ended up being the champions. Congratulations once again. What are we doing in the off season to try to build on to the legacy that you guys are trying to start there in Kentucky?
We will just continue to grow, recruit. Pretty much we have a standard, pretty much have a standard, right? We don't want to get away from that standard, because when you get away from that standard, it goes back to that word that we can't say anymore, semi-pro, right?
So that's a cuss word to Duncan.
Right, it's a cuss word. But I just think if we have the understanding of what we're here for, like, it's got to be a reason. I mean, some people, if you're doing it just for the fun, okay. If you're doing it to possibly get film, go to the next level, get back into school, whatever it may be, great. But for the ones that's just doing it just to, I don't know, pat themselves on the back, don't mess up for the other people, because that's what happens. Because one thing as a parent, if you guys are parents, you can teach a child, you can tell a child all day long, don't do this, don't do that. But kids learn by seeing. That's exactly. So my thing is, you got to lead by example. Right. So my thing is and that was one of the struggles that I was with this year's team, this past year's team, because I had a very young team. Like I said, this is a second-year organization, and we brought in some vets. And I told them, I said, you got to lead by example, because these younger guys, they're looking at you. And you all, because y'all know Coach Dow's been around for a long time, have heard y'all saying what was wrong with that word. Y'all going to continue that phase if y'all teaching that word to them. And, if you're not doing this for a legitimate, positive reason, then you shouldn't be doing it. That's all.
Coach, last year you had a few bumps and bruises during the season, and a couple hiccups, maybe, I guess. And what did you learn from those? And then how you make sure that stuff doesn't happen, like move forward and kind of run smoother this year?
Well, I think it's a work in progress, right? Like I said, I think the bumps and bruises is when a person is used to doing a certain thing a certain way, and as much as you're banging your head against the wall of trying to get them to, no, we can't do it that way. You're gonna, it's that battle, right? But then, like I always tell our guys, what's our common goal? What's our common goal? What our common person? You may not like what I got to say or what your teammate got to say, but we have the same common goal. Why are we fighting?
Right.
So I think, when you're fighting with the refs, at the end of the day, I've never, ever, ever, you up to arguing and disrespecting the ref. I never heard a ref after you disrespect them say, you know what, I'm gonna change that call for you. We got, we have to learn from our mistakes. Like I said, I've been coaching for a long time. It's been over 20-some years. Coaching semi-pro for 13 years, 13, 14 years now. So it's like nothing changes. Everything stays the same. Name may be different. The name may be different, but everything pretty much stays the same, right? So you just got to teach the guys to do things differently, because when you're just doing certain things, that's just gonna be a common thing. And of course, some people, they weed themselves out because you can't teach old dog new tricks.
It's true. Some people are just too set in their ways and too stubborn and bullheaded to take constructive criticism and do do what they're asked.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's almost like it doesn't take it takes a real man. I tell my team this all the time. It takes a real man to say, you know what, I don't know. I tell them all the time, Coach Dallas don't know everything. I don't, and it's okay if I'm telling you something that you don't know. You don't have to act like you know, because if you knew, you wouldn't be doing it on the field. It's just you know. My grandma used to always tell me, when you know better, you do better. So.
Well, Coach, they in the chat they think that me and you are father and son. Speaking of which, you had your son play for you this season, and moving forward into the Natty. I know you guys don't know who you guys are actually going to play, but what exactly are you guys doing to prepare just to be able to get down there and possibly play for a national championship?
Well, honestly, just stay in shape. I think at the end of the day, now that it's getting cold, we're working on getting a indoor facility locked down so they could get some thumping back. I mean, but right before it started getting cold, it was pretty much just having practice just to keep the guys in shape. We had a cookout, things that nature, just kind of bring guys together, because here, I know locally, when it's the off season, it's off season for some of the guys. So, and one of the guys, I ain't mean hurt his feelings, but they was like, Coach, did I lose the weight? I said, no, I actually gained it. And he was like, no, for real. Like, you didn't gain weight. And you talking about you gonna play? And he was like, you gonna play safety next year? And no, you're not. You're not looking like that. You're not. So
you're gonna play kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we're not going to hold you too much longer. We just wanted to get on here to announce that you guys are definitely coming back to defend your championship.
We got to run
for
it
the
back.
2A.
We got to run it back. And like I told Dunk, when everybody was doing their whole announcements, me personally, I've never been a wave rider. I mean, I think right now, and like I said, I've been in a few leagues, in the PFA by far. I mean, it's an adjustment and everything, but I think it's a learning experience as well. PFA by far has been the best league, where you're actually, the organizations and the players are actually getting something out of it. You know what I mean? And you got, what you have to. It's like, I think it's like when you go for a job interview, right? You ask the company, what are the benefits? You just don't be going just to work. So the PFA, they have some benefits. So, and I believe in Dunk's vision and what he's trying to do, and I can see it being around for a long time.
Well, we definitely enjoy having you. I've definitely been to
that outfit. That thing on your head, though, bro.
Hey, I got to do it big, Coach. That's
it's almost too small for his head, but
it is lightweight. That's why I got it like towards the back.
We hear something.
I'm gonna give it to my little niece after I get done.
Yeah, because look like she'll fit her head more than yours.
And that's what you get at the Dollar Tree. You know how they.
Yeah, I get it.
But again, Coach, prayers to your mom, man. Hope everything works out with that, man. And we appreciate you taking some time out your schedule, just to have a little chat with us, man. And we welcome you guys back with open arms, man, to defend that championship.
Oh yeah, you see it in the background, don't you? You see it in the background, right?
Oh,
yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me get the right angle with the cigars.
I like that. I like that.
Uh-huh.
See, we're rocking with you too. So
all right.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
We got our little memorabilia ourselves too. So I'll make sure I put that up. Maybe we can add another Wolfpack one next year.
Oh yeah, like I said, we got to run it back, like I said, but we can't go into the season doing the same thing. That's the definition of insanity. You can't do the same thing expecting different results. Because as a coach, I tell them all the time, I look back in the season, and honestly, the only game we should have lost was against, and like I said, I think we should have got the Ravens a better game. I don't think we probably would have won, and that's just me being honest. I'll try to be as honest as possible. Rest of the games, we lost because we either took them lightly or y'all just didn't show up.
Yeah.
So
it be like that, Coach.
Have a good Christmas and a good New Year's, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, y'all have a Merry Christmas. Y'all stay blessed and safe.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
That was Coach Dobbins of the Northern Kentucky Wolfpack, and they're looking to come back to the PFA for their second season to defend that championship. So we know that the championship for the 2A division has to go through the Wolfpack. So moving right along, and
do you see somebody? Is Chris Burns in the weight room?
Chris Brien is in the waiting room. Yep.
All right.
We're going to keep.
Hold on. I got my workers, man. They're not.
Oh, somebody's.
Is this the one? Are you sure this is the one? You didn't bring me the right one last time. Okay. Pull your pants up.
Man, get him.
I got another Christmas card, man. I got another Christmas card. This one, I like this one. It's got the nice little snowman. It says, "'Tis the season to be jolly," from Grindhard.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
That means that the Indy Bison will be coming to the PFA in 2025. That's what that means. And here to talk a little bit more about it is the president of that, Mr. Chris Brien. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hey, Chris, sorry you had to wait so long, man, to get in on the show.
You're good, man.
But Chris, while we got you on here for this hot second, Indy Bison joining the PFA. Tell us what you guys' thoughts were about making the move, that decision, and what are you guys looking forward to going into the season?
So PFA, they're doing great things, great competition, week in, week out. We got a little example of it last year when we played the Detroit Ravens and the Motor City Rams. So when the opportunity came to join the league, it was an easy decision for us.
Now you guys are also headed to Florida. You guys are going to be playing the Erie Express. This isn't you guys' first rodeo down there in Florida. What are you guys doing to try to stay prepared, get prepared for this upcoming matchup that you guys have?
Practicing. We're practicing once a week. All of our players are communicating with each other, figuring out their travel plans and how they're going to get to the game, and all the players are keeping everybody in check mentally and physically, and making sure they're all prepared, because you still got to go down there and compete and win the game. Erie Express, they're legit. I don't know much about them, but I know they're a legit team. They've been around for a minute, I believe. So they're going to come down there. They're going to bring it. We went down there last year, beat the 82 Chargers. So the goal is to go down there and win back-to-back.
Now, also, one of the things that I do love about you guys, and of course about Grindhard, you guys do bring a certain flair when it comes to this pro advancement football, with the jerseys, the promotions, the advertisement of your brand. Is that something that you guys are going to be bringing more of leading into next year? I know there's an arena team supposed to be coming out of this, like.
Advertisement, media exposure, media posting, that's big in pro advancement football. You have to let your fan bases, not only fan bases, but people who want to know more about your team, they're going to check your pages. So you got to routinely post on your page so people can know more about you, know what's happening, get updates from the team. So we're definitely going to keep that forward. That's one thing about us. We're very big on our social media marketing.
Definitely. The front office, you guys do a great job of doing that, and I've always been a big fan of you guys. Obviously, when I was in Indy or Fort Wayne working with the Tigers and the Wolverines, so I'm familiar with you guys. And there's a few players on the Bison that played for the Wolverines, so I'm very familiar with some of the guys on there. So I'm definitely
Brian's Indiana bias, by the way, just so you know. I'm just going to throw that out there. Just throwing it out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't pick you next year when we do our pick'ems for who's going to win it all. I won't be surprised. He's the Indiana boy.
Of course I'm going to pick him. Duh.
See, I knew it already. I knew it.
Well, we look forward to seeing the matchup, man, and down here in Florida next month. And we know you're at work, so we appreciate you jumping on since Grindhard is over watching the Big Ten championship game and couldn't make it, but appreciate you jumping on and filling in for him. We definitely love talking to you guys. So good luck in Florida, and Merry Christmas to you and your family and stuff like that. So
Thank you. Merry Christmas, and we're looking forward to a wonderful 2025 season.
Appreciate it, man. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
All right, man.
All right.
That was Chris Brien, the president of the Indy Bison. They take on the Erie Express January 18th, 2025 at the USA Bowl Fall National Championship game down in Daytona, Florida at Daytona Municipal Stadium. Kickoff is at 3:45 p.m. Don't miss it. It's going to be a good game. One of 3 good games in Daytona, and there's another good game going to be played outside of Orlando with the Michigan Bills and the Southington Gyms. Moving right along, Chris.
Do we have the Erie guys in the waiting room right now?
I don't see them on here.
Let
they
me
should be
message
able.
them real quick.
They should be able to get on. So, who's Coach Jay? Oh, that's Coach. Is that Coach Jay? No, Coach Jay. I don't know who that is. Oh, he's from Lima. Never mind.
Oh, Mr. Jones, Coach Jones.
I think so. Coach Jay, are you Lima? I think so. I can't see if he's telling me yes or not. Trying to check the chat, see what the chatter's going on.
Hey, they had me dying laughing. I couldn't laugh that hard for when they said that. He said, hold on, I gotta go back to the comment because it was funny. Bumpy said, old dude on the left looked like son on the right pops.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was weak off of that one. And yes, Newsom, Jerry sent me a Christmas card. Don't let him lie to you.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be sending him a Christmas card soon here in about a few minutes, Derek.
I'm gonna do more than that. I'm taking my car to go get painted by Jerry. He out here painting everything in the world and teaching people in painting classes. I'm getting something painted by Jerry. Forget a Christmas card.
All right. Well, if we can't get I'm
gonna try to get them on. But who we got right now? We can throw them on.
Coach Jones was in the waiting room, but his camera's off, so I don't know if he's doing something right now. So we'll give him a second. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, our next guest took over the coaching spot midway through the season last year for the Lima Warriors. He did a great job getting the locker room to buy in when he took over, and no doubt that they will roll into 2025. Let's bring on the head coach of the Lima Warriors. How's it going, Coach? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Coach?
Oh, that's me. Can you hear me?
I can hear. We can hear you. Can you hear?
I am not Coach Jones. I am Coach John. I am with the Kalamazoo Titans.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Hey, that's okay. We gonna keep you on here. I don't. He looking like is that?
I'm like,
well, who is they talking to?
Like,
hey, well, Coach.
It's been one of those nights. We'll just go ahead and skip to where you were supposed to be. So it's no big deal.
It is fine. We are proud to announce this is one of our another juggernaut that's coming back to the fold. The Kalamazoo Titans will be joining and calling their home the PFA next season. And we got Coach Johnson here for the announcement. Coach Johnson, I'm so happy and blessed that you guys are choosing to call, this PFA your home. Joining in with the other powerhouses, we just got done announcing Racine, Indy Bison, Ravens, Bills. What were you guys' thought process in actually bringing the team back? Because we're not going to act like the Kalamazoo Titans are new to this. and that you don't got hardware already. But what made you bring the team back and ultimately choose to call the PFA your home?
If you're talking to me from my perspective, is Coach Rudy. He's always dragging me into something. I mean, like, you know, I'm more apt to like go quietly into that good night, but Rudy keep bringing me back. We've been trying to bring the Titans back. Kalamazoo hasn't been conducive to semi-pro football, and I shouldn't say semi-pro.
Yeah, man, Dunk gonna get you, man.
Hey man, hey, I know.
He's gonna roll out a fine pretty soon. Every time he hears someone say semi-pro, it's gonna be $100.
I'm thinking about on the show having like a little dish that like have like a tip jar that when somebody says it, I'm just gonna put some coins in it.
Well, hey, so I'm gonna fill it. Okay.
I mean, we're used to it. I played, you know what I'm saying, years ago. So I mean, that's what the verbiage we're used to. You know what I mean? So we just trying to change the culture and trying to get out of that. So I definitely understand. I get yelled at a lot.
Hey, so do I. They use a lot of colorful expletives for me. Look, I'm an old school football guy, and I was upset that we left Kalamazoo. I mean, but don't get me wrong, like it was fun with the West Michigan Patriots when we were there. I did enjoy myself. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the trip to Florida last season because I had surgery, so and that kind of sucked. I was here sitting on my couch, cursing at the television set. So
I know that feeling.
Hey man, that was pulling the nerves out my chest. So, but us coming back home, I think it's that time. I mean, surprise, the turnout is like ridiculous. I mean, we didn't know we would miss like that, and it's good to be back home. And look, I'm just glad to be in the PFA because there's more heads for the wall.
Hey, I like that.
Hey, Chris, I will say, Kalamazoo Titan colors would look good on a ring next season in our display case at home, right? The blue.
I got rings to spare. So
listen, don't go ahead, Coach. Go ahead. Go over to the trophy joint.
I've seen the picture.
See, a lot of people don't know, and we want our viewers to see. You know what I'm saying? We're not just bringing in anybody. You know what I'm saying? Into this family we call the PFA. We bringing in certified organizations that have done this and been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's a rebirth, don't mean they wasn't born already.
Right.
Well, normally I would put all of them on, but they call me Thanos. So I'm seriously like I'm really stoked. I'm a strategist by nature, and I do love all the competition. I mean, like we do this for the competition. Iron sharp as iron, and I'm just so excited. I love it.
Listen.
I mean, me just being a Muskegon boy, I come from a long history of football, and I just want to keep it going here in Kalamazoo. So, look, I'm glad y'all got us. Coach Rudy was on here for a hot second. I don't know where he went. I mean, we both old, so he probably fell asleep just like I did.
Yeah, well,
it's okay.
Like we've said a couple times, we didn't expect everybody to show up all at once, so we've had to boot people and let them back in because we've had trying to keep an organized schedule, but it didn't work out. But that's okay. That's just the way the show runs. You'll get used to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, hey, I remember when we were with the Patriots, and I love being on your podcast. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
We had a good time on there, so I'm looking forward to making more memories.
That was back in the UFL days, huh? Inside the UFL.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, I won't bring up the swear word no more. I love developmental football. It's something that's missing in this area. I mean, like when we were gone, it was kind of crazy. like I had like a lot of players that knew me because I've been coaching with over 30 years. Hit me up, man. What the Titans at? What the Titans at? Coach, where you coaching at? I've been in high school this whole time. It's kind of hard to coach high school and then do semi-pro around the same time because I do a lot of training at the school. I'm gonna be starting my own gym pretty soon. I got a lot of things going on, but I can't walk away from it because I mean, like, there's some kids that's out there that high school didn't wasn't a good experience for them, and I do like getting people back in schools and whatnot. And seeing what the PFA offers, I mean, that can help a whole lot for those. So I can't stop now, you know. I just want to get people to where they want to be, where they need to be. That's what we do.
Well, we're glad to have you guys back and welcome home to the PFA. We definitely look forward to. We can't wait till those schedules drop to see who's playing who. That's like
I
Christmas.
can't wait for these schedules, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait either. Just let me know. Let me at them.
Hopefully, our boss Dunk gets them out soon. I know he works hard on those dang schedules, so it's some work. So when
anything you involved in is got to be 100. I'm gonna say that, Mr. Mitchum. That's the biggest compliment I can give you. So whatever you guys doing over there, keep doing it, and you know, hey, the Titans follow suit.
Well, we
Definitely.
appreciate it, man. And you guys have a happy and safe Christmas. Have a happy New Year. And we'll be looking forward to having you guys on the show here next season, man, for some highlights and some more football talk.
Hey, more foot on neck over here.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah,
have a good night, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey,
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. I love him. Let's get Coach Jefferson on because he's been waiting a long time.
For sure. Now, this is one that definitely, I know, leaves no surprises. We knew they loved to be a part of the family this past season. They're coming back again this season, hopefully to make a little bit more noise, a little bit more rumble. So Coach Wendell is going to be coming on. Thank you for bringing back the Michigan Gators to the 3A PFA division. Coach Wendell, good to see you again, man. Thank you for being so patient. I know you was on earlier. We didn't kick you out, kicked you back in. Everybody showed up on time, Coach Wendell. Can you believe it? I couldn't believe it. So now I got to make an actual call sheet. At times.
I think what happened was everybody showed up and the program doesn't hold that many people in the waiting room, so it wasn't letting people in, which we've never experienced that.
Never experienced that before. But hey, I'm not going to complain or argue. I appreciate it. But like I said, Coach, you guys are going to be coming back. Like I said, season didn't end kind of how you guys wanted to. What did you guys learn from last year that you guys are going to try to change going into the next season and try to, create a different, result? Can't hear you, Coach. See, he was waiting so long. He got froze.
Waiting so long, his audio said nope.
We see a lot of anybody else. Who we still got in the chat while we wait for Coach to get that up together. See Jerry.
Newsom's back in there, and you're talking about the chat. Never mind. Can you hear us, Coach?
Yeah, I think Coach can hear us.
Okay.
You think if we back him out and put him back in?
No, I think he might. His audio, his mic's off or something.
Okay.
Remember, Jeff from Racine had that issue that one time. He didn't realize. Yeah. I think his mic was off.
All your volumes is up and everything?
His mic's on this end.
He's gonna try something else real quick.
Okay.
So give me 1 second.
Put his earbuds in.
See if that'll work out for him. I'm gonna change. Where my light thing at? My little light switcher. I got a little button on here. Oh, there you go.
Give us a seizure trying to watch that thing flash, dude.
little Christmas innovation. But I will announce while we're still waiting for Coach. Still can't hear you, Coach. But I will announce while we waiting for Coach to get his audio together. We do have a new director of rules and regulations. Her name is Dale's. I want to say her last name is Humphrey. Am I saying that correctly, Brian?
Yep. Delzeta.
She's coming to us from. She actually is the owner of the CFL, Coastal Football League, and she comes with the background of a lot of as a lot of experience. She's I'm glad to have her on the team. Adding another female to the front office is always good when you can add females that love football and know the game, especially like I said with her background and experience on there. So we want to give a shout out to Dez. Know she was feeling under the weather, so that's why she couldn't join us this evening. So you'll be seeing a little bit more of her coming up this season. Were we able to get you fixed, Coach?
No, still can't. I'm not sure what happened last time, how Jeff fixed his, but I'm pretty sure that's probably what's going on. It's got something to do with him.
If he jumps out and jumps back in, would that might help his situation? He's been in for a minute. I'm not sure.
That might be. Coach, if you could, we'll jump back in, try to come back in and see if that works. I'll let you out and then you can jump
Jimmy,
back in.
you digging the headband, right? You digging it? Telling you, Dollar Tree, dollar. Well, you can't call it Dollar Tree no more. Listen, I went to Dollar Tree and I actually was like playing around with the lady and asked her, was they going to change their name going into next year? And she actually had a good idea. She said they should be called Dollar Tree Plus.
Right. So
Because
there's a fake dollar. There's a fake Dollar Tree here in Florida. It's like above $1. That's what it's called.
Yeah. I like that too. Above $1.
But it's not. It's the same stuff, same colors and everything, but it's not Dollar Tree. It's like above $1.
Well, Jimmy, I thought 125 Tree too, but I like the Dollar Tree Plus. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is going plus now. You know, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus,
Paramount Plus.
This, Dollar Tree Plus. You know what I mean?
All right, we're going to see if coaches.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Coach.
Woo. Thank you.
Wait, this deserves
first victory of the year.
First victory of the year goes to the Gators.
Yeah, so when it comes to what do we learn from last year, and I would say more so from a team standpoint, but more on me. And I heard other coaches say it earlier, is that the standard is the standard, and I got away from the standard. The Gators, we've done things a certain way since inception, and last year I got away from that. I let a lot of things slide in the beginning instead of checking it right there, and it just snowballed and turned into something totally. I wasn't happy with it at all. So that's the first thing, is just to make sure that I get back to our principles.
No, I definitely agree with you on that, Coach. Go ahead, Brian.
No, go ahead, Chris. Go.
I definitely agree with you on that, Coach. I think that sometimes as things prolong, we kind of like do let some things get away from us. But I'm definitely happy. I was just happy to hear you guys were coming back. You guys definitely had some good players as far as the nucleus that I knew you guys would, be able to build upon, that base that you had. So I'm glad you guys are coming back next season and to be able to, I guess, show a better version, of yourselves. Looking forward to next season. Have you tried to you got some more new recruits coming in? You've been on the recruiting tour path.
The team's gonna look a lot different. Some guys they're not coming back. They've aged out, and it's just they've run the course. But I'm moving the team back. Well, moving the team to the area that I live in. As we all know, in the Detroit area is kind of saturated with teams. So it's amazing to have so many good teams and we're all in the same area. So I'm moving about 30 miles north of Detroit, and so it's going to open up a bigger pool for me to pull talent from. And it's going to be easier for me as well,
Right.
because I don't have to make a drive every practice every day. It'll be here near me, and I'm looking forward to see what happens in Pontiac, Michigan. We've historically way back when semi-pro was a positive word and not a negative word. Pontiac was one of the cities that was very successful for semi-pro. You had guys go from teams in Pontiac to Pontiac Arrows back in the day that actually played NFL. So I know that there's a there's people here who would love to see it back again, and they would love the pro advancement football as opposed to what we've been seeing the last 10, 15 years.
Coach, with like you said, the Michigan area, especially Detroit, saturated with teams, but there's also a lot of leagues too around that
Hmm.
area.
Yeah.
What made you guys choose to come back to the PFA when there's so many choices in league choice? Where to play at.
Well, from the very beginning, we decided that with the Gators, we're always going to go to the league that has the best players, best teams. You want to play the best. I mean, if not, why are you doing this?
Right.
And so the PFA has the top teams. It's just getting stronger with the additions that have been made. So it's a no-brainer to stay in the PFA, and we're looking forward to the challenges that you get every game. Every game is a game that you can lose, and I actually like that. I like the fact that there's no cupcakes. That every game you go into, you have the possibility of losing, and that's why you do this. At least that's why I do it. I wanna challenge myself against the best.
Well, I think that's why we all should do it, Coach. And I know
Mhm.
a lot of people would disagree on, and across the nation. I've heard so many things and skeptics about it, but me personally, I feel like iron sharp as iron.
Yeah.
And why would I want to not be in a league full of juggernauts? Because
Hmm.
if I can come out on top,
Yeah.
then I can actually say those people that I beat were worthy opponents, and that my team is built on something more than just an undefeated season. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because it happens a lot. We see leagues with teams that will go 11-0, 12-0, and then all of a sudden you go play outside your league
Yeah.
and you get smacked.
Hmm.
I rather like I told the other coaches before, when it comes to the PFA teams against anybody else, I'm always going to go with the PFA teams because
Yeah.
we compete. We definitely compete.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, the teams that we have coming on, which team are you most interested in of the new teams that we name? Which team are you most
Well,
interested in looking forward to play?
I Racine for us. You know, I mean, this is not a brag, but the last time we played them, we won. So I'm sure that any challenge we have with them, they're going to bring everything. It's a great atmosphere to go there. For those teams who've been there, they know what I'm talking about. For those who haven't, um, it's different. It's different. It's competitive. The fans are great. They're gonna be on you the whole game, but as soon as the game is over, you're like you're one of them.
Yeah.
So I love that atmosphere, and that's the atmosphere I want to have here. Because I mean, we have that same product in this area. These Detroit teams, and I'm only talking about this area because it's where I live, not to
Hmm.
diminish any other areas, but these Detroit teams are great teams, and if more fans would come out and see the quality of football that's being played, all the stadiums we feel like the Racine Stadium is. What is it, Horlick, right? Their stadium, and it's always packed.
Right.
And so that's something that I would like for us to emulate here in this city, and then hopefully it catches on more and more in the Detroit area, and their stadiums can be packed too because it's a great brand of football.
And you mentioned the fans in Racine. Everybody we talk to that goes to Racine
Mhm.
emulates the same thing you just said. Like the atmosphere on game day is like
Yeah.
none other. It's like almost like an NFL type of
Mhm.
experience where they're tailgating and the whole town is there and
Yeah.
the fans are cussing at you and talking smack to you, but at the end of the game they'll have a beer with, or buy you a beer. So
Absolutely.
that's one of the things that excites Chris and I about Racine joining the PFA
Yeah.
is for us to have a chance, an opportunity. Even I mean, we could have done it last year, even, but
Mhm.
going out there and experiencing that for ourselves as a media, So that's what we look forward to the most. But Coach, it was great talking to you, and we'll get you on during the season again. And we appreciate you
Yeah.
being patient,
All right. Thank you.
staying with us. But good luck the rest of the season or
Merry
going into the
Christmas,
season.
man. And
Yeah,
Happy
Merry
New
Merry
Year.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry
Yep.
Christmas. All right.
Have
Now
a
I'm
good
going
one.
to sleep. I'm old.
Have a good one.
All
Thanks,
right.
Coach.
That was Coach Wendell Jefferson of the Michigan Gators. They returned for their second season in the PFA. Look forward to seeing. I know they, like you said, their season didn't go how any team expects, but they did stick it out and power through. So we look forward to definitely seeing what they do coming into 2025. So who do we have next?
I was trying to get the Erie guys. They were ready to go.
They should be able to.
They
Hey,
were trying
Don,
to get
Mr.
in.
Waitowitz, how are you doing, sir?
Hi, Don. Hey, Don, we got to
Hey,
hook up that simulcast, man.
hey,
We gonna come to Racine.
we definitely would keep our promise. We just got to find our way out there. That's what we're planning. We're trying. We're trying to work on it. Let's get Wyatt on because he's been waiting a long time
Okay.
since he showed up earliest. And let me see if I can load this. I don't know if I can get it to load, but we'll see. I tried to load it earlier and it didn't work. So, and I figured out why. Because it wasn't in a PDF format. So we'll see if it loads here. Yep. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, next up, coming up to the PFA, we got a newcomer. Newcomer coming to our 2A division, coming out of Northwest Ohio. It's going to be the Warlocks. And here to speak with us about them joining the PFA is going to be their general manager, assistant general manager. Said that backwards. Mr. Wyatt Williams. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing great. I appreciate your timeliness and your punctuality. I did not expect a lot of people to show up at the same time. We've had a lot of issues in the past, but I appreciate you being. You were number one. Why? You were first.
And you got brownie points, man. You're like number one.
You
You're like our
definitely
number
did.
one. Yeah.
Hey, the owner told me to be here at a certain time to represent, and I appreciate you guys just having us on here. I mean, it's kind of a big deal, especially being a first-year team.
Anytime, man. Anytime you guys want to put a player on, a coach on, an owner on, you come back on. You just hit me and Chris up, and we'll make sure we schedule you during the season. We'll be doing 2 shows a week, hopefully. We're still working that out, but
Still working out the schematics. But speaking of which, being a first day team, Wyatt, being in the 2A system, what made you guys start the team? And what made you guys want to ultimately come over to the PFA?
It all kind of spiraled, really. I mean, the owner, before the team started, he went and tried playing for another team, and then it spiraled into wanting to start a team. And we did a bunch of research into a bunch of leagues, and actually the PFA was the most welcoming for us and the most organized. So there was no downfall to us not joining.
Now, what are you guys looking forward to? I know you're a first year team, but what are you guys looking forward to going into the season? You know, we got the Cincinnati Hawks, the Lima Warriors. We also going to have another new team we're going to be announcing here soon. Like, what are you guys' expectations going into the season?
We're really looking forward to Lima, actually. Lima Warriors, they're the closest, really, and we're hoping to have a good, friendly team rivalry with them. And just kind of keep it that way. I mean, if we have another rivalry with someone else, then so be it in the near future. But I don't foresee us leaving anytime soon. So whoever after them becomes our rival, then we just want to keep it friendly and just keep it that way. And there's nothing to it.
Being a new team, Wyatt, how is the recruiting going so far for you guys, and the process of getting the team up and running and getting players committed to buying in to the coaches and the organization? How's that going for you guys?
We got guys coming from Columbus, Akron area. We kind of got them coming from all over, and it seems to me like it's going really well for recruiting and all that. I mean, yeah, we coming into like the preseason and all that before winter. That's when we really started getting into it. That's when the team started firing up, and that's when we had all them guys coming from Columbus and all that Akron area and all that stuff. We even have a couple guys out of Oak Harbor area in Ohio and all that. It's really just it's recruiting, and like I said, we've been practicing going into winter, really onto the before the preseason stuff, because I mean, not many teams are doing practice before preseason, from my understanding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no. Well, as
normally,
the first year, go ahead, Brian.
no, I'm just saying normally they do a lot of in the wintertime in the Midwest, especially Ohio, Indiana. You know, you guys close to Fort Wayne?
We're about, I'd say about 2 hours from Indiana.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I know like in that area, the Midwest, they do like a lot of indoor OTAs and stuff like that. So
We have been looking into that to try to get our guys kind of flowing more and getting some more practice in. That's kind of big on our list right now. We're looking into domes and renting domes out and all that stuff. So, but right now it's kind of figuring out what's the best option for it and making sure all of our guys can make it, and just kind of going from there.
So I do have one more question. The Warlocks. Why that name? Why did you guys pick that name?
Um, it beats me. The owner came up to me and he's like, "Hey, what do you think of the Warlocks?" And I agreed with him. And
Okay.
I was like, it's not a bad name. It's unique. I don't see anybody else with Northwest Ohio Warlocks.
I will say that it is very unique, Wyatt. Nobody, I haven't heard a Warlock team yet. I'm digging the logo. It's very mysterious.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I can't wait to see the advertisement and promotion going into next season for you guys' scheduling and when you guys do games and stuff. So I'm digging it because, like I said, it's very new, it's fresh. So I'm definitely digging it. Can't wait to see more things to come with you guys.
Yeah, our jerseys they're coming along too. I'm really digging the colors. Me and the owner have been sitting down, and he sat down with me, and they talked to a couple designers on our jerseys, and we went with one. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the photos and kind of go through our text between each other and see who our designer was. But I mean, if you get with him, I'm sure he'll show you what our jerseys look like and tell you who they're made by. Like I said, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're looking pretty cool.
Looking pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Can't
we're
wait
gonna
to
let
see
you
him, man.
get up off of here, man. We ain't gonna hold you too long. We still got a couple more people we got to get on here before it gets too late. But want to wish you guys at the Warlocks, man. Wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and congratulations on the first year team, and thanks for coming to the PFA, man.
Yeah, no problem. You guys have a good Christmas and Happy New Year too, and looking forward to hopefully getting on here with you guys again, and especially getting an owner in here and kind of doing another segment.
Yeah, anytime, man. Just let us know. We'll get you on.
Yeah, we'll do. Y'all have a good one.
All right, man. Have a good one. That was Wyatt Williams from the Northwest Ohio Warlocks, newest 2A team to join the PFA. So we'll be definitely watching them and their progress coming 2025. Dude, our waiting room is clear. Newsom was on. I don't know if he got tired of getting booted and waiting or something or what, but let's go. I don't see anybody. I don't see Desi on, but let's go ahead and go with that. Go on with that one. Did you get a Christmas card from them?
I did. They brought it early. I had it sitting here because I was first of all it came with a name I didn't recognize, but then I had to open it up and do some more digging. It's a nice Christmas card. It's got a little elf on it. It's got a little elf on it and everything, and it says "Good tidings of comfort and joy. There's gnome place like home for the holidays. Your friends at the Deacon Demons." So what that means is that the new team out of the Toledo area, the Toledo Deacon Demons, will be joining our 2A division in the PFA for next year. And we were supposed to have one, my man KD, who's the owner, to talk about that. He's not on right now. Let me see if I can try to message him so we get him on. But this is a new year.
If he bails on us, that's strike one. Strike one.
This is a new team. Erie said it's still doing the same thing. Nobody's in there. But it's a new team that's, like I said, starting out of the Toledo area. This is be their first year. They are somewhat of a break off from GCT. Seems like there was a little disgruntledness.
I couldn't imagine why.
I couldn't imagine either.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything about it, but I couldn't imagine why.
They're both saying that the room is still locked. Jerry, I don't think he's smoking a blunt. I think that's more cigar.
Jerry would think it was a blunt.
No, Jerry's got me looking really looking into it now. Like I'm zooming all the way in so I can try to see it.
Can you resend the link to the Erie guys? Maybe that will.
Yeah.
Try that. We're gonna have to figure out. Are you on a computer or a phone?
Oh, I'm on my phone.
Okay. When you get a computer, I'm gonna have to put you in as the co-host, like actual co-host on here, so you have access to all the controls too. Because you can't do it from the phone, but you can't see everything. Right. Well, hopefully Desi gets on here and he can explain to us and clarify for you, Jerry, if the demon's smoking a blunt or not.
Yeah, we'll definitely ask him.
But I mean, it's not the worst logo we saw. It's not the worst.
It's definitely not the worst logo.
We could put the worst logo that we've seen in a while on here, but we won't. We won't even go there.
We won't even do that. We won't do that to you. Not tonight. Not tonight.
But way to.
But while we're sitting here waiting, in PFA news, oh man, I lost it. Hold on. In PFA news, if you don't know, well, we're going to inform you that that we have been invited back to the MFOC referee clinic. That happened. That'll be happening next year. We got invited. Okay, OG should just be up in there. He said it was working. We got invited. That last year was our first year. We provided was it 8 teams or 6 teams?
We had the Pit Bulls, the
Bucks,
the
Wolfpack, the Phantoms.
But we're PFA is the only league that's going to be working with the MFOC. We're officially partnered with them.
Yes, which is a great thing because now that means that we can get bigger games, and we can also build a better relationship with some of the referees that will be refereeing these games that we have during the season. And that's kind of what we want to do, is build these relationships, and that's what these events are for. I'm trying to pull up the information so I can.
And mind you, that MFLC clinic is Division One refs, Division Two refs, with or actually it's Division Two, right? And
Yes.
the Division One refs are there critiquing these refs that are trying to be in Division One. So it's not Pop Warner refs. It's not your normal referees. These are actually quality professional referees, and that's part of why we where we get our refs from is some of
Here it
these
goes.
guys that ref our
I got
game.
it now, Brian. So this is the annual this is the annual football officiating clinic, where the NCAA football divisions 2 and 3 football officials go to perfect their craft while being evaluated and critiqued for acceptance into Division 1 NCAA football officiating. Over 200 plus NCAA football officials will attend this clinic from across the country. These officials will be instructed, critiqued, and evaluated by veteran officials and conference coordinators. Recruiters from the following conferences will be there: the AAC, the ACC, the Big 10, Big 12, Comp USA, MAC, the MVC, NFL, OVC, Pac 12, PLC, and SBC will be in attendance representing those conferences. This event is going to be held on Sunday, March 30th of 2025 at 12 p.m. The PFA will provide 8 teams to play in games that the attendees will officiate to get on the field criticism and evaluations by D1 and NFL officiating clinicians. Games will be played in Cincinnati, excuse me. The games will be played in the Cincinnati area at 3 local D1 high schools. Locations will be determined, and we will let you know where those are at. But the main event location will be at the University of Cincinnati, home of the Bearcats, Nippert Stadium. We had the pleasure of being there last year for a total of 4 games. So the high schools, like I said, will be announced very soon. But one thing that we will let you know, sneak peek, grab your popcorn. Here's an early Christmas gift for you. The main event game for the MFOC clinic that will be happening in the University of Cincinnati's Nippert Stadium will be the Indy Bison versus the reigning, defending champions, the Motor City Rams. And that is going to take place again on March 30th, 2025 at 12 o'clock. I will be in attendance. I was there last year, so the game will be streamed. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. Indy Bison versus Rams. We are looking for some other teams to try to fill those other 6 spots. So feel free to contact Commissioner Duncan or anybody in the PFA front office if you would like to, be one of those teams at this event. I can't stress this enough, that the requirements, okay, and I'm going to read these as the commissioner wrote him down himself: professionalism, discipline.
Keyword.
I'm going to start
Keyword.
over because you said that. Professionalism, disciplined, well coached, well structured, competitive, full roster. You don't have to be under contract at this time. We all know it's still preseason. Matching uniforms and helmets. Okay. Pretty simple, people. Okay. Pretty simple. That's cut clear. Pretty simple. If one of these requirements you don't possess, please need not apply. Okay? Please need not apply. The number one thing is professionalism. Again, there are going to be over 8 conference, 8 to there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 conferences will be represented at these events. The reason why we were welcomed back and we are now the sole provider of teams for this clinic is because the teams that we put into the clinic last year showed all those qualities. Okay? So if you would like to be a part of it, again, please reach out to Commissioner Duncan or anyone in the PFA office. Slots are filling up quick, and we definitely want to get some good football played on that day. What's your take on it, Brian?
I mean, it's a great opportunity, and we did a great job last year. The organizations that represented the PFA did an excellent job, so I have no doubt that it will happen again. So
I can't wait, man. Let me make sure.
Did you check the chat? Yeah, check the chat.
I'm about to ask him. OG, one of the guys said it was in. O'Shea Jackson should be in there right now. Nobody's in there?
No. Hey, but if we can't get them on, let's do this. If we can't get them on, we'll do the week of the games. We'll probably do a show. So
Who do we got in there right now? Nobody? It's all clear?
No, nobody. Newsom left. I don't know what he's talking about.
Newsom. Come back, Newsom.
At the end of the show, it wasn't purposeful. If he thinks that, I don't know what his problem is, but
Mr. Jones. We didn't get Mr. Jones on there.
That's okay. I mean, we've gone 2.5, almost 2 hours and 15 minutes.
We're missing those last three people. Yes, Don. There will be we will be live from Niepert Stadium. I was there last year. I went live. So I definitely plan on being there again. Now, if everybody knows how the PFA rolls, all games are live streamed. Okay. So we expect that out of our franchises. So this particular game is going to be at the University of Cincinnati, will be live streamed by us here at the Rundown. But if any other PFA team is going to plays in one of the games that's at the high school, that game will also be live streamed as well. So you definitely will be able to, catch a game. Like I said, all four games will be happening at the same time. Unfortunately, so we can't really kind of bounce back between different places. So I'll be stationed at the University of Cincinnati. But yeah, all four games will be streamed. This game definitely will be streamed because you're not going to want to miss, like I said, the Indy Bison against the reigning defending champions, Motor City Rams. It's kind of like a welcome to the league, welcome to the PFA kind of game that we got going on. So hopefully we can get some other teams. I wish they did have a multi-camera operation, but we got what we got, Don. We got what we got, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we work with what we have. Yeah, I don't know if what's going on with the Erie thing. That there's no one else in the waiting room, so I'm not sure what's going on. But who we have left to announce and talk about? Let's see.
We got two more.
Who is it?
We got two more. We had Coach Jones from the Lima Warriors.
I don't think he ever showed up.
He didn't show up on there. I think, did I talk to him on here? Let me see if I sent him a message or he sent me.
So the Warriors and the Rams. We got to talk about the Rams game in Florida.
Yeah, Newsom was on here.
Yeah, he had to wait a long time, so he might have got tired of waiting.
He might have dipped out. That's my fault, Newsom. My bad. I appreciate you for showing up. But yeah, we got the this game that's going to be happening in Florida against our Motor City Rams. They're going to be playing against the Austin Vipers. It's going to be, shall I say, a battle for the belts, because these Austin Vipers also go by the name of the BTA Boys. So somebody's going to have to lose that name after this game. The name is up for grabs.
Oh, Newsom's back. Who's
back?
Newsom. Let's get him on before he falls asleep.
Come on, Newsom. Get on here before you fall asleep.
Sorry, Newsom. He's over our
Yes,
bullshit.
Viking Rider, you will be getting my schedule and the way my job is set up now. You definitely will be getting me at a Lima game this year. It's one of me and Brien have been talking. One of my goals is to try to be accessible and try to get to everybody this season. So yes, Lima, because you are in Ohio, you definitely are at the top of the list of my travel occupancies this year. So hey, Goat King said that he's definitely smoking the wood. Hey, it looks like he definitely is smoking, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Evan
if he
Meehan.
really
What
is.
team are you with? Oh, Chris Jones. Okay, I got you. Can you send Evan Meehan the link to get on the show?
Yeah.
Evan, Chris will go send it to you. But right now we're gonna let me see where we were at. I'm losing my notes here because of my phone.
Yep, I just sent it to
All
him.
right. Without further ado, the next team did they send you a Christmas card?
No, they sent me something else. This came in my package too. I think you got one too, didn't you?
I did.
You did? They sent me one. They sent me one of these. They sent me one of these little guys. These little guys right here.
Yeah.
So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the reigning, defending. I almost want to say undisputed, but we'll find out this year if they can be undisputed.
Oh.
You feel
Challenge.
me?
Hear that?
Challenge.
Newsom's rocking the ring. It's blinding me. I can see it from here.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, my number one BTA boy, Mr. Newsom.
What's up, Newsom?
You make me want. I'm gonna put mine on while I'm talking to him
because I just want. Sleepy. He looks so sleepy.
I'm gonna just hold it like this for the whole rest of the interview.
Well, Newsom, we appreciate you being patient and getting. I had to kick you off a couple times, and I apologize for that. Okay, Evan's on, but let's talk about the Florida game, man. You guys are playing the Austin Vipers down in Daytona at the Municipal Stadium next month on the 18th. How are you guys preparing for the Vipers?
Okay, look, before we even answer that, man, look, I'm gonna have to come get both of y'all rings back, man. That's why I got the I'm gonna have to come get them back, man. Cause listen, you don't do the reigning champions like that, man. You don't put us behind every single team in a damn.
Listen,
like you
the
don't
best go last, Newsom. The best go last.
But not
it wasn't supposed to be like that. Trust me.
You're right, but not like not like that.
You guys were definitely not last. I think you guys were supposed, but it just got all. Everybody showed up at the same time, so we had to kind of juggle it a little bit. But next time you'll be first, I promise.
No disrespect. Kick some of them out first. Let them kick some of them kick them out, man. I was here.
I know you were. I know.
You know we're not used to everybody showing up on time, Newsom. And for the one time that everybody showed up on time.
Yeah, tell some of them, hey, listen, we're gonna kick y'all out for a second. And then they can come back.
Look, I was kicking Coach Dobbs out, Coach Jefferson out. I kicked you out.
Coach Dobbs' mama got cancer, man. We can't be kicked. You know what I'm saying? We had to let him get on real quick. Newsom gonna kill me until this is what he does, people. I love him to death.
Man?
Now zoom in on it. There you go.
Just cut lines. Just get you ahead of some people, man. So you how you cut the line. Thanks.
Point taken, Newsom.
But no, speaking
for now on, for the whole 2025 seasons, you got priority boarding on the show. I promise.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's earned. It ain't like it's given. It got to be earned.
No, you're right.
But no, for the as far as the Vipers, very good team, undefeated team. Undefeated team, solid, you know. So we preparing for them. We watching film. We got practices every week, once a week, every week. We started off outside, you know, just to test the toughness of our squad, get them prepared for anything. But we'll be moving indoors this week. Tomorrow we got practice tomorrow.
Now you heard me say before I got you on here, they claiming they BTA boys. Somebody gotta lose the name. I'm just saying.
He pulled the mask down. He's serious now.
Somebody gotta lose the name after it's all said and done. We got champ versus champ.
They the belt boys.
Yeah, excuse me, belt boys. Yeah, belt boys. Let me
belt
make
boys.
it. Yeah. So some got it, and like I'm gonna tell you, like I told Jerry, I'm gonna be in attendance. I'm actually gonna travel down to Florida, so you know I'm talking cash money.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
the game.
talking.
I mean the game was already personal because it's a national championship, and so it's already personal. But it's even more personal now, just because the belt boy, the whole belt title, like the belt
Hey,
boy.
when I saw that, I was like, oh,
So
okay.
when I saw it, it also was like, oh, this was fake. This was meant to happen. Like only, like what's the odds of two teams, like going with the belt thing all year, both when they league championship. So no, this was, so yeah, the Austin Vipers, yeah, no, I like it, but it's definitely personal.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I reached out to him. I ain't getting no response.
no, now
Nobody.
both them that I don't like that now I started to learn to appreciate about our league is it's very hard to find media on them people like you can't on this team.
Look, we tried to get somebody from their organization on the show tonight, and they didn't answer us back. They saw my message, they read my damn message, but didn't respond back. Didn't even say no, we're not interested. Nothing. They just read it.
I think that's strategic. I think they don't want to, put no film out there. I think that's part of their strategy. I think because you can't find nothing on there. It's like I only found one game. It was a championship game, But like I said, I do like some things about them. They play hard because they was down in the championship game and they found a way to win. So it's a team that's gonna play 4 quarters. So I do like that.
Now
Definitely.
you heard the announcements. You know what I'm saying? You heard who's coming next year.
Right.
So past the let's skip over it. We're not gonna look over the national championship, but we're just gonna talk about, next season. Because we got some, like I told Jerry, we got some new dogs coming to the kennel. You know what I'm saying? We got a Racine coming. We got an Indy Bison coming. We got a Kalamazoo Titan coming. So like, how do you as a champion, returning defender, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about the new additions to the league, and what are you looking for next year?
So me and my squad,
we masking up.
Trying to mask up, like, what I'm saying? One thing about, what I'm saying, like being a champion and staying a champion is you got to understand that nobody gonna give you nothing. You got to take what you want. So and then like you said, it's a couple teams in there you named, like Racine, so we lost to them the first 2 times, so we was looking forward to playing them regardless of, or whatever league they was in this year, but just so happened now it's in our league, so it makes our league even better and more competitive, so that's good, but the Titans, even the Ravens, like we only won just the one game. Granted the one game was the championship, but it was only, technically it's only one game. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that one win makes us feel like, oh, we up now, we even. It's not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Our mission still not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Even the Titans, the Titans was a team that was a pretty good team, before they just came back now. So, and like they got a lot of hardware. So that's a team that you want to have on the, what I'm saying, on your wall as well. So I look forward to all the competition. And the Bison, we went down to Indy last year. We won 9-6, so the Bison still feel like, they're the better team, so it's nothing we really could talk about. It's something that got to be shown. So the opportunity.
And you guys get to face them again in the MFOC clinic, and
yeah, I don't know if you played on University of Cincinnati field. It's a beautiful stadium. I'm glad the matchup is what it is, because it's, what I'm saying, you guys against the Bison at UC, we're gonna be promoting the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying, to try to get as many people as we can. I'm gonna be there streaming, but it's gonna be it's a great venue for that kind of matchup game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so me personally, I played at the University of Cincinnati, but like, like for me, I'm a little, older now, not, old, but a little older. So I really like to do a lot of things like that to give my younger guys, some young guys on our team, the experiences that they never had, and things like that is great, what I'm saying, for them. Like, I would love to play Natty, like, so a lot of these young guys can experience stuff like that. So that's why we like to take a lot of the smoke. Like, even when we was going to Racine or going to Cincinnati and going to wherever, because I like my young guys to experience, that part of this level of football, and the realness of these games. Let them know they're still real football player on this level.
For sure. For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
But
Yes, sir.
we not gonna hold you. Newsome, last words for your competitors in this league. You mask up for it too. Last words from my reigning defending. I want to say undisputed, but we're gonna see about this year. Champions.
I mean, they already pretty much know what it is, man. The BTA boys, man. It's built to ask. And they know, like I said, you see the mask, we masking up. Like, we respect all, but we fear none. And the Rams, they know we not ducking no smoke, and they know whenever they line up against us, there's gonna be a game. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be physical. So they know that. So bring your ice packs, bring your ibuprofens, bring some extra, some extra pants, because the bill's coming out. So bring bring some extra pants or something, whatever you gotta do. Take yourself, because the bill's coming out, man.
There we go. We'll be there to watch the game, and we're looking forward to it. And
You see it.
That's
You see
what.
it.
That's you see your shimmering, man. I remember last year, man, around this beginning of the year, man, we had this talk. I told him, man. I told the boys the Rams was coming, man.
Hey, I try to warn them too, though. They ain't, I was put on memes for it, Newsom. You know what I mean? I was put on memes, but I ended up being right.
But I do feel like the Rams winning was a good thing for this level, because I think it showed that the team who everybody once thought was invincible, or what I'm saying, could be scarred. So, it inspired a lot of people to return and feel like, oh, it's possible now. So everybody, think winning the championship is possible. So that's good. If when you get a new face up top, they give everybody hope again. So it's good. It's a good thing for the league. Everybody back outside.
All right, man. Well, you enjoy your Christmas, man. Have a happy New Year, and I can't wait to see you when I get down there in Florida. Me and Brian will both be there.
All right, man. Merry Christmas, man. Have a good one, man.
you
BTA.
too. Don't blind yourself with that bling on your finger, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Have a good one. That was Mr. Derek Newsom, player of the PFA 2024 3A Midwest champs, the Motor City Rams. They are going down to Daytona, Florida, to take on the Austin Vipers next month, January 18th. Kickoff is at 3 something. I want to say 3.
Yeah, kickoff is at 3:30, I believe.
3:30. Yep. I think you got one more Christmas card left, don't you?
Yes, I do. And this is from my special friends in Ohio. I love them so much because they send me one every year, even when I don't deserve it. They send me one. This one comes from my friends. It says, "Hoping a very happy holiday is in your near future. Always yours, the Lima Warriors."
And with that being said, last but certainly not least, the Lyman Warriors are coming back to the PFA for their second full season in the 2A division, and looking to make a run this year. And they had some rough bumps and bruises last year, but new coaching staff took over late in the year. Coach Jones was supposed to join us, but he got busy or probably got tired of us waiting on us or something, or getting booted from the chat. But filling in for Coach Jones is Evan Meehan of the Lima Warriors. Evan, thank you so much for filling in for Coach. We appreciate you jumping on and chatting with us, man. And Welcome back to the PFA.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Don't mind the facial hair. I got bored yesterday.
Dude, we're not
I
going to
know it
draw any
doesn't look
attention
good.
to it now, Ev, but now we have to.
I got bored. It doesn't look good. I know it doesn't look good.
We can't really tell. We can't really tell from here, so you're good.
No, we're really excited for this upcoming year. We're all trying to rally behind Chris. He was a great coach last season for us, and in his brief time as the head coach. But even as a defensive coordinator for us, he was great. He tried getting on when everybody got booted from the chat. He just was struggling to get back on. So I offered to hop on for him, and he gave me the okay. So
yeah, we appreciate it. It was we got bombarded with people showing up on time.
Yeah,
that's what happened. So and we had to boot. Unfortunately, we had to boot some people, let people on, but we'll get past this when the season starts.
Yeah.
And but coming off last year, we know that you guys had some bumps and bruises. Didn't go well for you guys, but you guys. One thing that Chris and I always said every week on our show is Lima stuck it out, no matter if it was 50-0 or 14-10. You guys played 4 quarters of football no matter what, and I think that was the key to you guys building what you have going into this season. And Coach Jones coming in, taking over, and getting the locker room to buy into what he was trying to do. So we always rooted for you guys every week, and so we're looking forward to seeing you guys come into 2025 with all these new teams, with more competition, see what you guys can do.
Yeah, and we're really excited for the new competition. Like, we've got a lot of things in the works right now. Coming from I was a coach last year, and I'm going to be playing this year. But I was so proud of how those guys finished every game last season, and we're excited to see how it goes this year.
Awesome.
Now, I'll be the first one to tell you I saw the change in you guys last year. From even though you guys were losing games, the effort was never a question. And I think I speak for any other teams that played you. You guys played with effort. You guys played with class. You guys played with determination. What are you guys doing as far as numbers wise? Because I know that probably was maybe a little bit more of a situation with you guys this past season, to try to get the numbers up, and just build off of what Chris was able to start doing towards the end of the season, going forward into next season.
I know myself and Chris have done a lot of recruiting, as well as some of the other players have done a lot of recruiting, and we've got a lot of new guys coming this year. So hopefully bigger numbers.
Bigger numbers. Hey, me and Brien already said we definitely got you guys +2 wins already. If we were going on the betting system, we got some new teams coming into 2A, so we definitely going to always give you guys the upper advantage, because again, like we say, iron sharpens iron over here in the PFA, and we want you guys to welcome these new teams with some losses. But
that's the goal. Right. That's the goal.
Trial by fire. You don't come in
trial by fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys have been to the fire. You know what I'm saying? We got some fresh jerseys. You know what I mean? We want to see. I'm definitely going to Viking Rider. He already hit me in the chat. I'm definitely going to be coming out in Lima this year. It's one of my plans, because I wasn't able to get out as much as I would like to last summer because of my job and everything. But now I got a different situation. So working for the school system, I got the summers off. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be able to travel a little bit more to you guys' games. So I'm trying to make sure I hit everybody at least once. Lima has a great atmosphere. I played there back in the heyday when Lima, was Lima. And so I'm looking forward to
back when they wore leather helmets.
Hey, listen, I'm not even going to get into some of the things that we used to blame Lima for doing to try to win games. We used to blame them for letting the grass grow. Letting the grass grow high so the faster teams, because you would get there, bro, and you from afar, the field would look like, you'd be like, man, that's a nice field, and then you would get up on it and be like, man, that grass high as hell. It was, but they always, every game I played against Lima, it was always a hard hitting game. It was always, like I said, they played with class. We never was like no type of like argument, you know what I'm saying, and trying to be tough guys type situation. We talked smack, with the best of them, but everything was inside the lines. I will ask you this, Ev, looking forward going into next season. Are you guys which one of the teams are you looking like forward to playing? I know the Northwest Ohio Warlocks said they're hoping to try to build like a rivalry, you know what I'm saying, with you guys. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm just
I've been watching, yeah.
just a
So
messenger at this point, you know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah,
just
in my opinion, we're looking forward to Toledo with the Demon Deacons. We're looking forward to the Warlocks, them being a new team. And then I know one that we've been circling for a while is hopefully the Longhorns.
Yeah.
I know there were talks last year between them and us about potentially them coming to us this year.
Mm-hmm.
But if that happens, we're looking forward to it because we want that rematch. That's a game we feel we should have won.
I need that rematch because I lost to Pick'em last year. And I don't know if you know, but we do Pick'ems every week on the show. And I had it circled. I said, man, if not one game, I know they're gonna beat them Longhorns. And I was disappointed, not gonna lie. I was disappointed when I found out that it didn't come to fruition. So yes, if I gotta go and call them myself to try to make sure that we get that get back, I will make sure they are on the schedule. Because we gotta rectify that situation. We can't be having that lag.
It was definitely a tough ride home. 3.5
and that's a long ride
driving
now.
Back, yeah.
Letting it marinate, and that's a long ride. That's a long ride.
But yeah, we're if we do get that game, I think that's the game that we're all circling. We all want that revenge. That was a tough game for all of us. We all hated losing that way, and we just want to.
That's good to know. I'm gonna talk to the commission. Make sure we can work that out. I'm gonna use some of my my insight, you know what I mean, to try to make that work for you. Now that I know that's because it pained me too. So now that I know that it pained you guys, I'm gonna look out for you. Yeah, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna try to see if we can get that together.
All right, Evan, we're not going to keep you too long because we know it's late, but we appreciate you filling in for Coach Jones, and definitely get you back on the show during the season. And best of luck to you guys coming into 2025, and have a good rest of the year, and a Merry Christmas, safe New Year's, man.
Yep. Merry Christmas to you guys too. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah. I think we got through them all. We got through them all, man. A little rough,
little rocky.
That's all right.
We hadn't been on for a while, but
we it's not like we just cold turkeyed and just jumped on. We've been working all week and for weeks getting all this together. So just sometimes the show doesn't go exactly like you want.
It doesn't.
Sorry, boss.
It doesn't. But I will tell you this: while we are talking about the boss. And before we let go of this podcast, if anybody, whether you're on the, Midwest, East Coast, Southern, if you're looking for some games, if you need to fill a date, or if you want to play one of the PFA teams, by all means, talk to the commissioner or hit up one of the people in the front office. Trust me, if the logistics is right, we will oblige. Okay? And I mean that. This is an open invitation. This is like when you go to one of those the PGA Tour, they have the US Open. This is the PFA Open. Okay,
Open
this is
challenge
your
like on
this is your
WWE.
this is your chance to get in. Okay, if you want some smoke, whether you in the PAFL, whether you in the MCFL, I'm sorry, MDFL, is it they changed it, right?
Mhm.
If you in that league, if you in Tri-Point, okay. If you in the East Coast League, if you in the Southern League, you know what I'm saying? Not too far, but just a little close. Hey, we welcome you. Okay.
If it
We
makes sense,
welcome
if it
you.
makes sense, we'll do it.
We welcome you with open arms. Okay. And open dates. All right. Contact Commissioner Duncan, David Duncan. Hit the Players Association page, inbox. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. Okay. Don't let this opportunity pass you by.
That's
Okay.
right.
You just heard all the good things that's happening with the PFA, all the from the scouts to the new teams added to the referee clinic. If you have a good team, put your team on our platform. If you think your team has what it takes to go up against what I think is one of the best leagues in this region, if you think that you don't, you know, if you don't think we're the best league in this region, hey man, come get some smoke, man. Come get some smoke. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But the as they say at church, the doors are open.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
The doors are
But hey,
open.
thank you to all the guests. I don't know if I'm going to name them all, but we had, Racine on. I mean, all the teams that came on. We appreciate you guys coming on, taking the time. Again, sorry for the wait in the waiting room and getting booted. We'll work on that, get better at that. And thanks for tuning in to the Rundown. It's a Christmas special. We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year's, and going into 2025. Safe travels to all the teams going down to Daytona, but we'll be doing another show before Daytona. So, and we might be doing a 1 year anniversary show. I don't know. We won't have 50 people on, I promise.
No, we won't. But what that means is the only way you're gonna know is if you follow and you subscribe to the channels. Because I'm telling you right now, the move to YouTube is happening. It's happening, people. And you don't want to be the ones left out in the cold. Great content, great interviews. You don't want to be the one who say you missed the rundown. So please go like and subscribe to the Facebook page. Please go subscribe to our YouTube page. And like Brien said, please, from us to you, man, have a happy holiday. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. If I miss one, happy that.
That's right.
And have a safe New Year. Please don't drink and drive. Respect somebody else's loved ones. And man, we'll see you next year, man.